One day in history, someone asked God to give me a home where the buffalo roam, and thus God made McAlester. After a 13-2 win over the Tulsa Edison Eagles back in T-Town a day ago, McAlester is looking for the sweep. As for the Tulsa Edison Eagles, they're looking to split. The last time that a district game was played between these two teams here at Mike Deak Field, it was a 13-12 extra inning walk-off. Are we in for another classic like that today, or one team pull away early? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to Mike Deak Field in McAlester, Oklahoma, the site of today's district matchup between the Tulsa Edison Eagles and your McAlester Buffaloes. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, coming to you live on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, the KNED app, as well as video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. We also have Mr. Austin Wheat. He is going to be running the camera for us today, providing some commentary here and there. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and let's preview this series between the Buffaloes and the Edison Eagles. Again, McAlester won 13-2 yesterday. It was a close game for a little while. It was 4-2 going into the top of the fourth inning, but McAlester was really able to pull away in the final 3 innings at the plate to win 13-2. McAlester had their best day offensively by far. They had 14 hits coming into that game in 4 games. They had 13 hits in that game alone. And also, their strikeouts were much lower in yesterday's ball game, as they ended up having only 5, and 4 of those were in a row, spanning from the first inning into the second. So the Buffaloes looking to continue to put the ball in play a little bit better today. And also, batting average with runners in scoring position. Now, they did leave the bases loaded once, but they were able to cash in multiple times yesterday. They went 9 for 19 with runners in scoring position. And also, Caden Luss now a beast on the mound. He only gave up 2 hits. Both of those were in the first inning. No hit from the second inning all the way through the 6th, and struck out 10 in the process. He struck out 10 in the process, including striking out the side in the 6th inning. Looking at the team on the season stats, McAlester upped their batting average from 180 to 238 in one game alone. Their on-base percentage from 303 to 365 in one game alone. Their batting average with runners in scoring from 219 to 314 in one game alone. And they dropped their strikeout percentage by a full 4% in one game. So the Buffaloes pieced it all together, played about as good as they could, and they want to make sure that they continue to carry that over into their last district game that they're going to be having for 2 weeks. So they're going to play this one against the Tulsa Edison Eagles. They have a game scheduled for Hugo at Hugo on Friday before they head to Arizona around the Phoenix area next week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Their next district series won't be until a doubleheader on Tuesday. That will be the Tuesday, 2 weeks from today, and that will be here in a doubleheader, 3:30 and 5:30. So the McAlester Buffaloes right now, again, everyone's kind of tied in the top half of the district that is undefeated. But there's some teams that have a better runs differential. So let's look at the 5A4 standings. Sepulpa is at a clear number 1 right now at a 5-0 record on the year. But let's just look at the district standings with the district record here for these teams. Sepulpa 3-0 with plus 30. They beat Del City 19-1 yesterday. Tahlequah is 3-0 with a plus 23. They defeated Durant by a close game, 4-1 yesterday. McAlester 3-0 with plus 16, of course, defeating Edison 13-2. Coweta is at 2-0 right now. They did not play Memorial. They're scheduled to do so. They're at plus 12 in the runs differential category. Memorial, they're at 0-2, negative 20. They're in the 5th place spot right now. Durant 0-3, looking for their first win today as they finish up their series with the Tahlequah Tigers as they're negative 9 in the runs differential. Edison 7th at 0-3 with negative 22, and Del City at 8th at 0-3 and negative 30. So we're going to look at your starting lineups when we return. Again, it's almost time for baseball here in McAlester, Oklahoma. A beautiful day for baseball as it's 75 degrees and sunny skies. It's not going to drop below 73 by the time the game ends today. And also, we encourage you to make it on out. Again, varsity should still be playing by 5 o'clock when a lot of people get off work. And if they're not, even if you don't get off by 5 o'clock, or maybe the game's kind of coming towards an end, maybe it's a fast one, we still have JV after this. We encourage you to come on out and cheer on them as well. So again, 75 degrees. And also, one more thing we'll talk about all throughout the day, the wind for the first time blowing out towards the outfield wall, and it's blowing to left center field at gusts around 30 miles per hour. So if someone gets a hold of one like Braden Phillips, his hit that ended up going to the left field wall and hit about 5 feet below the top of the fence, if he got this win yesterday, this one would have went out. So we'll see if someone can get a hold of one today. We'll see if how it affects the pitching, how it affects the runs scored. It's all going to be coming up in just a moment here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Okay! Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. Okay, Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink one and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot.
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fitnissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South George Knight Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. Mike Deak Field here. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, joined alongside Austin Weed as we're about to cover the second of 2 district games between the McAlester Buffaloes and the Tulsa Edison Eagles. Once again, McAlester won yesterday 13-2 in 6 innings. For the Buffalo fans looking for a similar result. For the Eagles fans tuning in, looking to split things with the Buffaloes and get their first win in district play. Let's look at the starting lineups, starting off with the visiting team, the Edison Eagles. And if you're watching on the video stream today and not on the radio, then you understand what I'm about to explain. But if you are on the radio side of things, we have almost an exact same uniform combination. We have both teams wearing their black tops. We have both teams wearing white bottoms, and we have both teams wearing black caps. So if this was a different sport, this one wouldn't fly. But since it's baseball and It's a little bit easier to see who's on offense, who's on defense, because there's one person on offense, at most five at one time, or excuse me, at most four at one time for the offense. Then it's a little bit easier. But the Edison Eagles are wearing their black caps with the green E on front. They're also wearing their black tops with the Edison in cursive script, in green across the chest, and green numerals on the front and back. As for their pants, all white pants, and for the McAlester Buffaloes, wearing their all black caps with the gold interlocking MB, the classic font that they've had for so long here on the front of their hats. And they have the black jerseys with the gold interlocking MB along the pocket. They have their gold numerals on the front and back, pinstripe bottoms today for the Buffaloes. Let's look at the visiting Edison Eagles starting lineup, 1-5 on the year, led by head coach Dean Green. Leading it off, the right fielder, number 17, Sam Templin in right. Batting second, the catcher, number 10, Liam Belmard behind the plate. Batting third, the pitcher, number 1, Eli Fuller on the mound. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, number 30, Connor Harrell at first base. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 34, Spencer Daly at short. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 2, Wills. My apologies. I don't have a first name for Wills because I have all these first names based on OFF's AA rankings. The lineup that we had only had last names, so we do not have a first name for Wills. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 7, Jaden Sloan in left field. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 5, Noah Baker at the hot corner. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Brett Lenke rounding out the starting 9, playing in center field. For the McAlester Buffaloes, 3-2 on the year, led by head coach Justin Mullins. Leading it off, the shortstop, number 2, Caden Lesnow at short. Batting second, the third baseman, number 11, Gunnar Hodgel at the hot corner. Batting third, the pitcher, number 6, Gannon Mullins on the mound. Batting cleanup, the catcher, number 8, Braden Phillips behind the plate. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 21, Aiden Shumway at first base. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 1, Spencer Stinchcomb at second. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 3, Jackson Lauerman in left field. Batting eighth, playing center, the number 10 senior Ethan Watkins in center field. And batting ninth, rounding out the starting 9, at position number 9, right fielder number 5, Jordan Clark in right field. We're about to have our national anthem coming up in just a moment, as well as our moment of silence. We're going to have the rest of our PA announce our starting lineups on the field here today. And we'll take one more break and be back with the playing of our national anthem here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Number 5, Jordan Clark.
Welcome back to Mike Deak Field here in McAlester, Oklahoma. Some clouds up in the sky, but they're all spaced together. Spaced apart. It looks like a beautiful day, picture-perfect day for baseball. It's now time to send things down to the field for a moment of silence, I believe, and then the playing of our national anthem.
Pray or engage in other silent activity. We ask that you be respectful to others around you during this moment of silence. Thank you. And now, to honor America and the brave men and women serving our country throughout the world, please join Kylie Henrich in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous
It's time to play ball here in MacTown, USA. Again, the McAlester Buffaloes taking the field. Home team today at home this season. This is their third home game of the year. They are 1-1, looking to go 2-1. Their one loss was against Bigsby back on Saturday. So let's look around the diamond for the McAlester Buffaloes. We have Shumway at first base, Stinchcomb at second, Lesnow at short, Hodgel at third, Lauerman in left, Watkins in center, and Clark in right field for the black and gold. The battery for the Buffs, we have Gannon Mullins on the mound and Braden Phillips behind the plate. That's the battery. Gannon Mullins so far this year with a 1-0 record. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run against Durant, had 11 strikeouts to 5 walks, and a superb .095 batting average against him. So he will look to try to go 2-0 on the season. Let us know where you're listening from on Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. That, again, is Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. You can also let us know where you're listening or watching from on Facebook at facebook.com/McAlester Radio. Our last post has a picture of the big interlocking MB on the turf field, as well as the starting lineups today for both the Buffaloes and the Eagles. So let us know where you're listening from or watching from, and we'll try to give you a shout-out as we go throughout the day. Right now it's at 4:02. We're going to have first pitch a little bit after the designated first pitch time today. We're about to have first pitch. Speaking of that, it's brought to you by Big V Feed Center. See Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Hatco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, and Shakota Wholesale Feed Company in Shakota for your spring feeding program needs. Austin, you want to say anything before we get started?
Let's baseball. Let's enjoy some baseball.
You don't really watch baseball religiously, do you?
No, but my biggest thing, especially when it comes to baseball, is I don't know. Being at a game actually has kind of a different. It's got a different spirit to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, listening on the radio is always fantastic, and watching on all that stuff is always really good. But like being here, being in person under the sun, and you know, it feels good.
Yep, and that is why we always encourage you to come out to the games. So if you have a chance to, make sure you make your way on out to Mike Deak Field. Varsity and JV today, 4 o'clock for varsity. That's the only game that we'll be calling/video streaming today. As the throwdown from Phillips is complete, it'll be Sam Templin, Liam Belmard, and Eli Fuller up for the Edison Eagles. 1, 2, 3.
The right fielder, number 17.
Again, Templin, the right fielder, number 17, up to the plate. As looks like Mullins is ready. Templin is ready. Here's the windup from Mullins, in the first pitch of the afternoon is going to be a fastball too high. Ball 1, and it's baseball time here in the Heartland. Templin batted 8th yesterday, has climbed all the way up to the number 1 spot today. He was 0 for 1 with a walk and a pop-up to the pitcher. Wind up in the 1-0 pitch. This one's going to miss down low, and that'll be ball 2. Again, Mullins in his first start a week ago against Durant back here at Mike Deak Field, 11 strikeouts to 5 walks. So here's the 2-0 from the senior. This one misses the letters, and the count moves to 3-0. He walked his first batter of the game in that one, too. He's 1 pitch away from doing that here. Eagles scored one of their 2 runs in the first inning a day ago. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and this is a 4-pitch walk to Sam Templin. That's how we begin this one. Liam Belmard will come up to the plate. He was the 1-hole hitter yesterday. 6-3 ground out and was hit by a pitch twice. Right-handed batter against the Buffaloes here. Catcher for the Eagles. Decent lead over at first, but not too big. Mullins comes set and delivers. First pitch, line drive, center field. Watkins got a good beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out to Liam Belmard on a line out to center field. Brings up the pitcher, number 1, Eli Fuller. Looking at Mullins, he is the son of head coach Justin Mullins and also Tina Mullins as well. His future plans to attend Rose State and play baseball. Favorite movie, Eastbound and Down. That's a good one there. 1 out, 1 runner on at first. No score, top of the first. Eagles at the dish. First pitch to Fuller. Fastball low outside, ball 1. Fuller had a double. Also struck out swinging and grounded out to third in his 3 at-bats a day ago against the Buffs. He, like Harrell on deck, batted in the same spot, 3 and 4 respectively. Bigger lead at first. Here's the 1-0. Curveball, not biting. Leaves it below the knees, count moves to 2-0. That's one thing that I noticed about the Eagles yesterday is that they didn't have a ton of backwards Ks. They did strike out 10 times. 8 of those were swinging. They know pretty well what are balls and what are strikes, have a good eye for the plate, for the strike zone. Mullins knows he's going to have to attack him. Runner takes off early. They haven't picked off. They'll throw over to Stinchcomb. Stinchcomb throws back to the first base bag. Over to Shumway. Shumway runs him back. Throws over to Lesnow. Lesnow applies the tag, and that'll be out number 2. That's the one mistake that you make if you're trying to time up the pitcher and take off on timing, is that if the pitcher mixes up his timing at all, you're hung out to dry, and that time Templin was. Count is 2-0 as we have now 2 outs and nobody on for Eli Fuller. Back to the windup, Mullins goes. Here's the pitch. 2-0 runs up and inside for ball 3. Mullins has thrown 1 strike, and now it's that line out to center field. Here's the 3-0. And he fills the zone with an off-speed, low outside pitch. Still a hitter's count here for Fuller at 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Mullins. Back into the zone he goes. Fastball in there for strike 2. Payoff on the way. The windup in the 3-2 from Gannon. Hard hit, ground ball, right side, fielded by the second baseman Stinchcomb. Flips over to Shumway at first, and now will be out number 3. So after the leadoff walk, they end up picking off that batter. A line out to center and a 4-3 ground out ends the top half of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between the Eagles and the Buffs here on KNED. Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink 1 and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot.
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fittonnissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South George Knight Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook. Buffalo's pretty much went 1-2-3 for the Edison Eagles in the top half of the first inning. As again, the walk, the line out to center, then the pickoff leading to the ground out. By the way, good job by Gannon Mullins coming back from 3-0 to get that out. Leads to us heading to the bottom of the first with no score. It'll be Caden Lesnow, Gunnar Hodgel, Gannon Mullins 1-2-3 for the Buffs. Looking around the diamond real quick for the green and black, we have Harrell at first, Wills at second, Daly at short, Baker at third. In the outfield, Sloan in left, Lanky in center, Templin in right, and the battery for Edison today is Belmar behind the plate and Eli Fuller on the mound. Fuller was the right fielder for the Eagles yesterday. Caden Lesnow digs into the box. He went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs a day ago. Had those 2 hits in his final 2 at-bats, looking to keep it rolling here. The windup in the first pitch of the day from Fuller is going to be a high hit, fly ball. Again, wind's going to affect this one a little bit. Center fielder Lenke getting underneath it and making the catch, and that'll be out number 1. Again, fly balls may not be all that easy today. The wind is blowing hard out to left field at about 30 miles per hour wind gust, a steady wind of about 15 miles per hour. Third baseman number 11, Gunnar Hodgel, digs in. Hodgel went 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single, advancing to second on the throw. As the first pitch to him misses eye level for ball 1. Hodgel, again, popped up to first, then walked that 2 RBI single, and then grounded out to third. Here's the 1-0. This one misses high as well. And the count quickly to 2-0 on Hodgel. Hodgel with a .333 batting average, .450 on base percentage, which is good for second on the team, and 4 RBIs. 2-0. This one fills the zone. Count moves to 2-1 here on the righty Hodgel. He's walked 4 times this year, as Fuller likes what he sees from Belmard. And the pitch. Line drive, left field line. It will stay fair. Bounce towards the wall. Rounding first will be Hodgel. Gets all the way to the warning track. Bounces away from the left fielder Sloan. Hodgel takes a big turnaround second. He'll stay put there. It's a 1-out double for Gunnar Hodgel. And it puts the pitcher, number 6, Gannon Mullins, up at the plate with a chance to get the Buffaloes an early lead. Right down the left field line. Mullins batting .222 on the year so far with 2 RBIs. I believe he's one of the 2 or 3 batters for McAlester that has multiple extra base hits. First pitch to Mullins. Sees a called strike land into the catcher's mitt of Belmard. Be strike 1. Mullins went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs yesterday, an RBI ground out, and then an RBI single in his final at bat. He also doubled in his first at bat over to second base. 1-1, missing up high. 1-0, missed up high. That moves the count now to 1-1. And Buffalo's drastically better with runners in scoring position a day ago than they have been on the year. Coming into that game, 2-19 with runners in scoring. As Hodgel taking a big lead. Here's the pitch. Here's a high hit fly ball carrying towards deep left field. Wind keeps carrying that one towards the warning track, towards the wall, and it has left the yard. Gannon Mullins with his first varsity career home run. Get up, fly high, be gone. 2-run jack for senior Gannon Mullins. He's been close a couple of times at this ballpark. But that one right over the KNED banner in left field. And the Buffaloes take an early lead. Brings up the catcher, number 8, Braden Phillips. He nearly hit one out yesterday as he took a big cut, hit it off the top of the bat towards the Edison dugout. So now the bases are clear, and the Buffaloes with a 2-0 lead after the 2-run bomb from Gannon Mullins. Fuller trying to bounce back here this next at bat. 1 down, nobody on, 2-0 Buffs lead. First pitch bounces into Phillips. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. That is the McAlester Buffaloes' first home run of the season. You can bet that someone's going to go track down that ball for Gannon, and he's going to get to keep that one. 1-1. Curveball. Ooh, called strike on a high curveball. Phillips doesn't like that one. I don't blame him on that call, and the count moves to 1-2. Fuller trying to get the strikeout to bounce back, the 1-2 pitch. And did he go around? Phillips holds up, waiting to see from the first base umpire. And they're going to say he did. So Phillips goes around according to the first base umpire on the check down. And that's a great way from Eli Fuller to be able to.
Now batting for the Buffaloes, first baseman number 21.
That's a great job by Eli Fuller to bounce back. Coach Mullins not happy with that call from the first base ump at all. It's now 2 down. That brings up Aiden Shumway. Buffaloes with a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Shumway. This is down low, ball 1. Fuller winds and deals the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the curveball. Now move the count to even at 1 ball and 1 strike. So far, that has been Fuller's. Just in his first 2 outs, his bread and butter. That's what's gotten McAlester to chase more. He's pumped in strikes regardless. That hasn't been a problem for Fuller at all. The 1-1 will be a fastball catch in the upper outside part of the zone, and the count moves to 1-2 here on Aiden Shumway, who a day ago went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, an RBI single in his first at bat, and then a bunt single in the next one. 1-2. Shumway grounds it to the third base side. Bobbled by the third baseman Baker, picks it back up, throws over to first, and that's enough for Shumway to beat it out. Going to go down as an E5 for Aiden Shumway. Again, if it's fielded cleanly and he throws over to first, Shumway is beat, but Shumway beats it out.
Second baseman, number 1.
And that leads to Spencer Stinchcomb. He went 1 for 2 with an RBI a day ago. He had a walk, and he also was hit by a pitch. He's the only batter to be hit by a pitch this year. So here's a pickoff to first as he gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough for Shumway to try to take second. Shumway's got 3 stolen bases on the year. I think everyone from McAlester has a stolen base in their first now 5 games of the year. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shumway, if he can get a good jump, tries to snag second base. But watch out for Belmar. There he goes, as here's a pop-up and out of play on the next pitch. So the count moves 0-1 here on Spencer Stinchcomb. And Belmar's got an arm. He nearly threw out a runner or two a day ago back over at Tulsa Edison. So you have to make sure that you get a good jump on Fuller. Shumway's hopping around over there at first. Here's the pickoff over to first. It's not in time, and Meadows is trying to, Coach Meadows is trying to say that there was a balk. To be fair, I wasn't looking at the pitcher. I was looking at Coach Meadows' reaction. Count 0-1. Fuller likes what he sees and delivers. Goes back to the curveball, back to a strike. Count 0-2 on Stinchcomb. Fuller trying to keep the damage at only 2 here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 down, runner at first. Fuller deals. The pitch in the turf gets away from the catcher Belmard as it traveled about 52 feet on the way to the catcher, allows Shumway to advance 90 feet to second. Another chance for a base hit with runners and scoring. McAlester 500. They're 10 for 20 on the series with Edison so far in their first almost 7 innings with runners and scoring. Stinchcomb, he is 3 for 6 on the season in this situation. Shumway, a huge lead. The 1-2 is going to miss way up and inside, goes all the way to the backstop, and Shumway stays put at second. He didn't read it all that well. He thought Belmar might snag that one. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see if Fuller goes back to the Uncle Charlie here. The pitch. He goes with a fastball, misses low outside. Very close pitch. But a better eye there by Stinchcomb, and the count moves to Fuller 3-2. Did not go with the curveball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat here from Stinchcomb. Jackson Lowerman on deck. Again, big lead by Shumway at second base, and stepping off will be Fuller. Shumway's hopping back and forth between the second base bag and the third base bag. Count full at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Chopper left side, could be trouble. Taking it is the third baseman Baker, throws over to first. It's wide right, he comes off the bag. And we'll have to see. I don't think Stinchcomb would have beat that out, so that's going to go down as an E5. So back-to-back E5s here on the Edison Eagles. Lead to runners at the corners for Jackson Lowerman.
Left fielder, number 3, Jackson.
Lowerman looking for his first hit of the year. He's got an RBI. He had it in the day ago on an RBI sac fly to right center field. Buffs up 2-0. Lowerman with a key opportunity here as their pickoff to first, and we have a balk. A balk on Fuller will... Yes, I was wondering what the call was here because we had Shumway going back over to third base. It is a balk, and it will lead to Shumway scoring and Stinchcomb going to second. And head coach Dean Green is going to go speak with the field umpire to see why that was a balk. And while we have this trip to speak about the umpire, we have our sponsors to thank: Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, The Bank & A, OK Tire and Auto, Fenton Nissan, Angels Diner, T&W Tire, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, and Reagan Auto. Thank you all for putting us on the air today and all season long. Buffaloes with an early 3-0 lead, bottom of the first. Lowerman trying to cash in with a runner at second, and Spencer Stinchcomb. Shortstop Daly holding them on well. So is the second baseman Wills, kind of crowding the second base bag, and calling time is Lowerman. Buffaloes have scored 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors by the Eagles. Fuller still trying to get his signs. He's kind of peeking into the shadows here. Here's the pitch. Curve ball, inside corner, strike one. And that can sometimes be hard for the pitcher to see because you're off in the sunset. You're looking through the shadows, which the grandstand covers up the pitcher and the batter and the catcher. So sometimes it can be hard to look into the shadows and see those signs. Count is 0-1. Fuller gets the signs, looks at second and delivers. This one's going to be in the turf. Good job by Belmard, keeping Stinchcomb at bay at second base. In Lauerman's day yesterday, he struck out but had that sac fly, grounded out to third, and walked. Lauerman looking for his second RBI of the season. Outfield playing back, especially with the wind just gusting out to left. Pickoff over to second, and they have him. He's out. Great move by the pitcher, Fuller. Spin move is able to pick off Spencer Stinchcomb, and the Buffaloes end the inning on the base paths. But they do score 3 runs, including a 2-run shot by Gannon Mullins. He'll try to continue it on the mound as well, as McAlester leading 3-0, heading to the top of the second here on KE.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571.
Beat
Go
the
Buffs!
heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485. Gannon Mullins was able to effectively get a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first inning, followed it up with a 2-run home run, his first one of his varsity career. And the Buffaloes with an early 3 spot, trying to keep that lead going to the top of the second inning. It'll be the middle of the order. It'll be Connor Harrell, Spencer Daly, and Wills for the Edison Eagles. Harrell, first baseman, number 30. He had an RBI single, which was the only RBI of the day for the Eagles a day ago. It was down the right field line. Outfield shifted to the left, as the wind has picked up harder now than it has all day long. Mullins winds, delivers the pitch. First pitch curveball, ducking for cover is Connor Harrell. That'll be ball 1. And Brandon Green bringing you McAlester baseball today. Got Austin Wheat by my side. He'll be chiming in here and there. Buffaloes again 3-0 lead, top of the second. Mullins with the windup and the pitch to Harrell. This will be low and outside for ball 2. So far, that has been Mullins' only problem getting started with this game, is he's thrown more balls than he has strikes so far. So here's the 2-0 pitch. Low outside with the fastball, ball 3. I'm telling you, when Mullins is throwing strikes, he's one of the hardest guys to hit. He's got filthy stuff. He brings a live fastball. And here comes the 3-0 from Mullins. That one misses up high, and that'll be ball 4. A 4-pitch walk again. Nearly had one in the last at-bat against Eli Fuller, but was able to work it back to a ground out to second. Had a 4-pitch walk to Sam Templin to open the game.
Hey, you know how you always give that kind of thing where, you know, they'll come out there and talk at the mound or something like that, and you kind of guess what they're talking about, or maybe you know. You seem really good at it.
Sometimes I know, and it depends on the pitcher that you're working with. Some pitchers need to like loosen up a little bit, and so the catchers will go over there and tell them a joke.
Yeah,
that's all they'll do. And I can go in on this a little bit more, but I'll explain it after. Spencer Daly has the first pitch to him with a runner at first base, Connor Harrell. First pitch shows bunt. Pulls back, and he goes all the way to the backstop, takes a big bounce, finds it to the glove of Phillips, and that's another ball here. Runner advances to second on the pass ball. Right now, Mullins trying to figure it out. But, yeah, sometimes it's, if he doesn't lighten up, if you have to know your pitcher, sometimes it's just a joke to lighten him up to, get him feeling loose. And sometimes it's motivation.
If and when it happens again, I'm going to try.
The 1-0. And he fills his zone with an outside fastball. Now move the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. For me, it was always me trying to lighten up when I was on the mound. Coach Meadows, who, again, calls the pitches for the Buffs, is here's the next pitch. A bunt attempt that goes backwards, and now moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coach Meadows, he would find a long way. He'd say, I need you to take your right hand, I need you to put it around your shoulder, I need you to go all the way down, I need you to pull your head out of your butt. Because I was thinking the first time that he ever told me that, he was catcher while I was pitcher. I thought he was, going to actually give me real advice.
Trying to teach you how to, stretch your arm in a certain way or something.
The 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. First K of the day for Gannon Mullins. And it took a pitch after the mound visit between Phillips and him, but figures it out, gets his strikeout, and brings up the second baseman, number 2, Wills. Runner at second with 1 down. Buffalo's leading 3-0 in the top of the second inning. Yeah, I was actually starting to, put my hand around my shoulder when he came up to me and gave me that bit of advice. Ended up working out well for me, though. The pitch, checked out, but not nearly enough to be able to constitute a swing, as that one's too high with the fastball, ball 1. Really what it looks like right now is sometimes Mullins is overthrowing, sometimes he's underthrowing. Trying to find his rhythm right now. Next pitch. This one crossed the letters. And then move the count to 1 ball and 1 strike.
One issue with baseball that I've noticed is that finding your rhythm is extremely...
As the 1-1 hits Wills. Fastball ran up and inside on Wills, hit by a pitch. And it brings up Jaden Sloan.
But it's extremely difficult because what rhythm may work one day may not necessarily work the next.
I mean,
it's a constant, change.
It's a reason why people say that baseball is a mental sport too. I mean, you have to figure it out yourself. I mean, you want your body to do one thing, but your mind is not letting you do it sometimes. Not saying that's what's going on with Gannon right now, trying to find the zone like he did in the previous game. Here's the first pitch to Sloan, low and inside, ball 1. But he obviously isn't starting off the game like he did in the one against Durant a week ago. He's kind of a little bit of a slower start there. He's helped his team offensively already with a 2-run shot. In the bottom of the first inning, 2 of 3 runs of Buffalo scored, but the tying run is now at the plate with Jaden Sloan, a lefty. 1-0. Again, checks at a high pitch. Count moves to 2-0.
Well, like I've always said, Brennan, baseball is one of those sports that it's 90% mental, 10% physical.
I think Yogi Berra once said it was 70% mental and the other half is physical. A lot of yogi-isms he used back in the day.
Yogi-isms.
Counts 2-0. Runners at first and second. 1 down. Top of the second inning. Buffalo's leading 3-0, but the Eagles threatening as this one's going to be another pass ball. Low and inside, and that advances the runners to second and third. And Mullins is going to take some time to collect himself behind the mound right now. As he can now work back out of the windup, but he's a pitch away from loading the bases. The windup and the delivery. Fastball low inside, another 4-pitch walk. That's already 4 free passes given up by Gannon today. He only had 5 a week ago. And now the bases are loaded. The tying run is on the base paths. The middle infield will stay in double play depth. The corner infield comes in on the grass. Well, I say grass, the infield turf. As Noah Baker comes up to the plate. Corner infielders will fire home if the ball is hit straight to them and then try to cover their bag. So here's the first pitch from Mullins. Curveball, back into the zone he goes, strike 1. Baker batted out of the 5 spot yesterday. He's down to the 8 spot today. Struck out twice and flew out to center field. Mullins winds and the 0-1 pitch. Curveball again. This one misses though low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup from the senior and the pitch. Fastball way outside. He's not close right now. 2-1. When he's throwing that fastball, he's missing it low and outside every time. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Mullins. It's up high. It's a 3-1 count. That's the thing. There haven't been a lot of deep counts either. It's been a lot of 3-1. And you could tell it's just Mullins wanting his brain to do what his right arm is wanting him to do. Here comes the hitter's count, 3-1 pitch. And it hits the outside corner, back into the zone he goes. And now it's a full count, 3-2 pitch with the bases loaded with 1 down. Runners will stay put unless they just don't know how many outs there are. Big pitch coming up here early from Gannon Mullins. Likes what he sees from Phillips. The windup, here we go. The payoff, way outside. Walks in a run. RBI walk from Noah Baker. And that makes the game 3-1. Tying run is now in scoring position as Caden Lessnow will now go speak with Mullins. That's the 4th free pass of the inning. Brings up the center fielder, number 3, Brett Lanke. Mullins toes the rubber, trying to get back in the zone. Lanke yesterday went 0 for 2 with a line out to right and a strikeout. Still no hit so far for the Eagles. First pitch. Curveball low outside, ball 1. No one warming up for McAlester in their bullpen. It's only been 1 run, but again, Mullins still looking to find the zone. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fastball well outside, ball 2. We're about to have a mound visit. Here it is. Coach Meadows is going to have a mound visit with Gannon Mullins. We'll take a 30-second break and be back. Bases loaded. Buffaloes are leading 3-1, but the Eagles threatening. 2-0 count with 1 out here in the top of the second here on KNED.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
And the next pitch after the mound visit is going to be low. That's ball 3. 1 more pitch away from walking in another run here. As Mullins comes set. 3-1 game, the 3-0 pitch. They're going to say misses the letters. That's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk again, the 5th free pass of the inning. And the score is 3-2. Top of the order comes up. Sam Templin walked on 4 pitches his first time up. And Gunnar Hodgel at third base, he's telling Lauerman, hey, watch it. With the wind blowing especially, this is a guy that can maybe hit a little bit further. First pitch. Swings and misses for strike 1. As Mullins gets back into the zone, Buffalo's lead has been trimmed to 1, and they're still only 1 down here in the top of the second. The windup and the pitch. Curveball. That's the best one of the day for Mullins that moves the count to 0-2. Buffaloes would level double play ball because Liam Belmard, who hits the ball really well for the Eagles, he's on deck. Here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch. They'll miss down low and outside, and they'll move the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Mullins deals. He can almost have him to bite on the curveball. Phillips keeps it in front. Count moves to 2-2. Belmard on deck has lined out to center. We do have an update from Ponca City that we'll mention after this next pitch. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball, ground ball, chance for a double play. Lessnow flips to second for 1. Over to first is in time. They call the runner at second. They call him safe or out. I thought at first he signaled safe, but that is a 6-4-3 double play. The Buffaloes get out of the inning with 2 for the price of 1. And we head to the bottom of the second inning with a 3-2 McAlester lead. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KMND.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season. So it is a 6-4-3 double play to get McAlester out of the inning, just what the doctor ordered to maintain a 3-2 lead after a struggling top of the second from the McAlester defense. It brings up Jackson Lauerman, bottom of the order, up for the Buffaloes to lead off the bottom of the second, up 3-2. First pitch, outside corner, ball 1. Yeah, the Eagles have not recorded a hit, but they were able to get those 2 runs off of a couple of bases-loaded walks, but Mullins worked back into it to be able to get out of trouble. 1-0. High hit, fly ball, not deep enough to leave the yard, but the left fielder Sloan gets underneath it, and still kind of trailing towards the left field line, makes the grab. That'll be out number 1. I went a little bit further than I thought it was going to go. It ended up being about 5 feet, maybe 5 to 10 feet in front of the warning track over in left field. And that brings up Ethan Watkins. Watkins, he hit 3 home runs last year. Speaking of home runs, as, again, Mullins hit one earlier today. Third baseman Baker comes in on the infield turf. First pitch to Watkins. Big cut, a little bit over the top of it, strike 1. Having some shadows now come over the field for the first time today. Some just high clouds moving over the sun. Nobody on base, 1 down, Buffs up 3-2. Next pitch, line drive, left field. That's a base knock for Ethan Watkins, as that'll be a 1-out single. It's kind of bobbled at second. Watkins tries taking second base. The throw down to second is not in time. He gets there. I mean, he was already kind of taking off. I know the bobble kind of helped him get to second. We'll see what they officially ruled as a double or a single. I think he could have gotten there even if it wasn't bobbled, but it was nearly a bang-bang play.
Watkins sliding safely into second.
And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 5, Jordan Clark. Don't be surprised if Watkins tries taking off for third if he gets a good jump. In 29 stolen bases a year ago, Watkins' first hit of the year is a double. Officially ruled on the scoreboard. First pitch showing bunt, pulling back, curveball up and inside, ball 1. Buffalo's top of the order is on deck. Watkins on the year so far with 2 stolen bases. 1 down, 1 run, Buff lead, 3-2. Bottom of the second. Fuller pauses. First baseman kind of in on the infield turf. Next pitch, big cut from Clark. Swings and misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had him chasing the high fastball. We have someone warming up in the McAlester bullpen, and I don't know if that's Mullins kind of getting a little bit of extra work or if that's someone warming up in case Mullins needs some help. 1-1. High hit, fly ball, line drive going to left field. Sloan has to hop a little bit. He makes the catch as he also stumbles on his way back down to earth. It was a frozen rope by Clark, but right to Sloan. And that'll be out number 2. And that brings up Caden Lesnow. Lesnow, again, is batting, coming into today, 211 on the year, 286 on base percentage. But he's 3 for 9 with runners and scoring, looking to go now 4 for 10. As he has Watkins waiting at second base with 2 down and a 3-2 Buff lead in the bottom of the second. And Lesnow will call time. Austin, that American flag's about to fly off the pole over there in center field. That pole is rattling. Pickoff over to second, and back in time is Watkins. Last time, that's how the first inning ended for McAlester. It was a pickoff to second. That ended up getting, I believe it was Cinchcombe. Watkins with that 2-out lead at second. Still plenty of distance between him and that bag, though. Takes a big secondary, kind of goes back to the second base bag, as this pitch will be in there for a strike. Count 0-1.
Yeah, the wind is just blowing today. But, I mean, that's also proven already can be a benefit to some of these guys out here, especially if you get the right kind of hit.
You have the outfield playing almost near the warning track. The 0-1. Hard hit, line drive into left field. This might score a run. Watkins rounds third. The throw in from Sloan in left field will be cut off, and the Buffaloes extend their lead by 1. It will be Lesnow approaching second base and sliding in safely with an RBI single, advancing to second on the throw. And that brings up Gunnar Hodgel.
See, it was that win.
I don't think that one had anything to do with the win. So that puts an extra run on the board for the Buffaloes, up 4-2 in the bottom of the second inning. For Lesnow, his 4th RBI of the year. Hodgel hit a double his first time up. If he can do it again, they'll easily score Lesnow. Fuller waits, delivers. Fastball too high, ball 1. Hodgel came into today .333. He's batting 2 for 4 on the year with runners and scoring. Again, last year, a reminder, was really good with .417 with runners and scoring. Next pitch will be popped up and into the sea of concrete. Count moves to even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
There goes my car.
Again, I want to remind everyone, let us know where you're listening from or watching from. Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. That's Twitter at Buff Sports Radio. Buffalo's leading 4-2 right now. In the bottom of the second. They scored 3 in the first, 2 of them from a 2-run home run by Gannon Mullins, who's on deck. Next pitch will be popped up in the infield. Shortstop Daly, battling the sun, gets underneath it, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 3. But the Buffaloes score with an RBI single from Caden Lesnow. We head now to the third inning. Buffaloes up 4-2 here on KNED.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink 1 and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot! Nothing but net. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fitnissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef, and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South George Knight Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us
Hi,
on
my
Facebook.
name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485. Buffalo's leading 4-2 as we head to the top of the third inning. We have an update from McAlester Boys Soccer. JV defeated Ponca City 2-0. Goals from Christopher Lopez and Kyan Mills. An assist from Christopher Lopez as well. Congratulations to JV Buffs Soccer, Boys Soccer, winning 2-0 as the girls are about to play, and so are the boys, the varsity boys, in just a moment. As for varsity boys baseball, we have the 2-3-4 batters up. It'll be Liam Belmard, Eli Fuller, Connor Harrell, as trying to look for a bounce-back inning for Gannon Mullins. Again, he was able to get it done to cut the damage. It could have been a lot worse, more than just the 2 runs and the Eagles scored in the top of the second. There were 4 free passes given up in that inning, but a double play ball from Sam Templin ended the threat and ended Liam Belmard, who has hit the ball hard already once today, from getting up to the plate with the bases juiced. So here's the first pitch from Mullins in the third inning, and this one just sails way too high. Kind of left the arm awkwardly of Mullins. It was Aiden Shumway that was warming up in the McAlester bullpen. So if Mullins continues to struggle, he's got Shumway to get his back in what would more than likely be a straight switch. 1-0. Popped it up in the infield. Mullins has someone else call him off. Lesnow now gets underneath it behind the mound and makes the catch for out number 1. And that brings up Eli Fuller.
Now batting for Edison, the pitcher.
Fuller grounded out to second his first time up. And sometimes that's just what you need. You need some guys to swing at some pitches. That can usually get you into a groove. That's the thing about the Eagles, though. So here comes the first pitch. The new batter, fastball outside corner, strike 1. Is that they know the strike zone well. They're not going to chase a lot of pitches. They're going to make you work. Count 0-1 on Fuller. The windup and the delivery. Curveball, missed low and outside. Good break, but just missed. Count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Mullins right now closing on 50 pitches. So here's the 1-1. Fastball up and inside. Count goes to 2-1. Mullins gives Phillips the nod, and now the 2-1. Again, he's stuttering with this throw a little bit. There's a little bit of hitch in his throw. That one misses up high. His motion isn't as fluid as he wants it to be right now. Count is 3-1. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. Fielded by the third baseman Hodgel. Throws across the diamond. It's high, but reaching up and snagging it is Aiden Shumway. And that'll be out number 2.
Now batting for the Eagles.
And that goes to show, again, the grit of Mullins to bear down and be able to deliver a strike when he needed to right there. Again, about to walk a batter, he's able to dial back in. Even when he doesn't have his stuff today, he's been able to deliver that pitch to have his defense work for him. Good way to bounce back there from Mullins. And he starts off this at bat with a strike as well, with the curveball to Connor Harrell, who walked his first time up. Catches the lower outside part of the zone. Count is 0-1 here on Harrell. Wind up and the delivery. Fastball, ground ball to the second baseman Stinchcomb. Snags it, throws to first, and that's a great bounce back inning for Gannon Mullins. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the heart of the order up, starting off with Gannon, who hit a 2-run home run back in the first. It's 4-2, Buffalo's lead here on
Angels. Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
4-2 is our score. We're heading to the home half of the third inning. Buffaloes scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, trying to add on to their lead. And they're looking at Gannon Mullins to help contribute there. Again, he hit a 2-run home run that put the Buffaloes up here early over the K&ED banner in left field. Subtle plug. I mean, we're on K&ED anyway. So here's the pop-up. This one's not going to leave the yard over to the left field wall. Instead, it's going to go over to the right side. The wind's going to take it back into play, and making the catch is the first baseman, Harrell. You want to know how strong the wind is? That kind of fly ball back on, what was it, last Tuesday or even Saturday against Bigsby? That would have sailed out to the parking lot. The wind brought that one back in and allowed Harrell to make the catch. In other words, the wind giveth and it taketh away. That brings up Braden Phillips, struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch off the top of the bat, a line drive to the first baseman, Harrell, and he's got the first 2 outs over there at the 3 position. That's a quick 2 outs here for Fuller.
First baseman, number 21, Aiden.
If I'm not mistaken, is that 2 pitches, 2 outs?
It's exactly 2 pitches, 2 outs.
If I'm Aiden Shumway here, I'm taking a pitch.
In 2 minutes. I don't know if it was 2 minutes.
First pitch, and he does take it. It's going to be low for ball 1. Yeah, usually you're kind of taught to, if there's 2 pitches, 2 outs, to take the first pitch if you're the third guy, just so that it's not a 3-pitch inning, possibly. The one over to Shumway will be a curveball missing outside, and count moves to 2-0. Plus, he didn't want to swing at that first pitch anyway.
What's the significance of that?
Just because, I mean, it's affecting.
Besides obvious.
It's affecting pitch count.
I got you.
As the 2-0 is going to bounce, moves the count to 3-0. You don't want a pitcher to have a 3-pitch inning.
I was thinking it was more of a confidence thing. Like it builds up their confidence, because confidence is from what I've seen, it's a big part of the game.
The 3-0 fastball misses. Oh, it's going to catch the inside corner. Moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike.
Especially for pitchers, you go out there with a lot of confidence, and you can build on that confidence. It can make you better.
3-1. This one's going to bounce in the turf, and Shumway will take his base. That's another reason why you don't swing at the first pitch, is because you might be able to draw a walk if you can work the count a little bit better. So Shumway will take first base with a walk. It brings up Spencer Stinchcomb. He reached on an E5 his first time up. Shumway, don't be surprised if he tries to take second base to get into scoring position for him. They'll pick off over to first. This one gets away from the first baseman and allows Shumway to take second easily. Takes a big turnaround second to see if he can get to third, but he will stay put at that bag. That's the 3rd error of the day already on the Eagles.
He thought about it for a second, though. He looked back thinking, man, can I make that third base? And it just wasn't going to happen.
So now Stinchcomb with a runner in scoring. Again, coming into today, 3 for 6 with runners in scoring. They'll pick off over to second. This one almost had him because Shumway, his initial slide, his hand wasn't on the bag. He had to reach a little bit further to then touch it. That's a good little jump spin move from the pitcher Fuller. He comes set and the delivery. This one's way too high and inside. Ducking for cover is Stinchcomb. 1 ball, no strikes. Stinchcomb coming into today leading the team in RBIs with 5. Count is 1-0. And the pitch. Fastball in the zone. Count moves to 1-1. Shumway's got to be careful at second base that Fuller doesn't try to pick off the second in kind of mid-hop. Especially with such a bigger lead that he's got. Shortstop Daly is holding him on. McAllister's already been picked off once at second base. The 1-1. This one's in the turf. Shumway stays put. You don't want to get that third out over at third base either in this situation. The count is 2-1 here on Stinchcomb. And Daly holding on Shumway. Trying to keep Shumway closer to the bag. It's a huge lead. Now he goes a little bit back. Next pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 2. It's not even really a 2-out lead. He's parallel with the bag at second base. Usually that 2-out lead, you take a couple of steps behind the second base bag to where you can maybe get a bigger turnaround third. Count is 2-2. And Stinchcomb calls time as there's a little bit of time between Fuller and Belmard getting the signs in here. Deuce is wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Buffalo's trying to get back to a 3-run lead that they had going into the top of the second. They're up 4-2 right now with a runner at second. Fuller deals. And swinging late, it's going to be a line drive softly hit into the gap over towards shortstop. Throws over to first, and this one's going to be not in time. Trying to throw it on the run was Daly, and it's an infield single by Spencer Stinchcomb reacting to the curveball. It gets past the diving third baseman and Baker, and Daly, again, there's not a lot of people even in Major League Baseball that may have been able to get that throw over to first in time. So now Jackson Lauerman with runners at the corners, a chance for the Buffaloes to extend their lead. Lauerman flew out to left field. It was pretty deep left field, too, down the line his first time up. First pitch. Fastball up high, ball 1. Also, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Mullins wants to do with Stinchcomb at first base, if they want him to try to take second here, in case Lauerman can get a base hit. Fuller deals. This one will be fouled off. Straight back. Count to 1-1. Watkins, who's on deck, had his first hit of the year in his last at bat. Lauerman trying to do the same. Lauerman's been able to make contact. It just has not had that outfield turf yet. It's be a great time to do it. The 1-1. Watches the curveball just miss outside, and the count goes in favor of the batter Lauerman at 2 balls, 1 strike. Senior goes back in the box. That back foot all the way on the back line. Fuller pauses. And the 2-1. This one's in the turf, gets away from the catcher, trying to come home with Shumway. There might be a play at the plate. There won't be. Shumway's going to score, and the throw goes to the dugout as the pitcher wasn't expecting it, and it flying over to third is Spencer Stinchcomb. So on the wild pitch, Shumway scores, and it's going to go down as an E2, but the pitcher Fuller was just not paying attention. Allows Stinchcomb to take third. And the Buffaloes do get gifted another run here. They're up 5-2 with the count 3-1 for Jackson Lauerman and Spencer Stinchcomb at third. The pitch. Fastball up high, and that'll be ball 4. It's only the second walk of the day for Eli Fuller. He walked Shumway a couple of batters ago, gave up the single to Stinchcomb, and then the walk to Lauerman. So Watkins doubled for his first hit of the year over into left field. He's got Lauerman at first and Stinchcomb at third. 5-2 Buffalo advantage. Here's the first pitch to Watkins, right down the middle, strike 1. I'm just telling you right now, Watkins has home run power. He had 3 home runs last year. If he can barrel one up, it's going to leave the yard. Pickoff over to first is not in time. I think his last home run of the year last year was against Sapulpa. He didn't need the win in that one. The 0-1 is going to hit him. Hits him on the backside, and that will load the bases for the Buffs. For Jordan Clark, this bases loaded alert brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn. Choose your flavor of kettle corn and try their freshly made pork rinds at Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town. So Jordan Clark, he barreled one up, hit it straight to the left fielder, Sloan. We're going to be having a mound visit. Don't believe this will be a pitching change, as it's not the head coach, Green. So we will take a 30-second break and be back here in just a moment on KNED.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
So this was a situation where McAlester was really good in yesterday. They did leave it loaded once, but they were able to string together runs, and they did it pretty well. I mean, the way they were able to do it, going 9 for 19 with runners and scoring, which is really good. That's over 400. Jordan Clark batting out of the 9-hole. Coming up with one of the biggest at-bats of his young career so far, maybe the biggest at this point. I know it's a 5-2 advantage right now for McAlester, but he hasn't had a lot of at-bats in big-time district games, especially with a chance to maybe break it open. Sophomore Clark has a chance to do it here as he'll dig into the right-handed batter's box. Big moment. Fuller and Clark. Belmart sets up outside. First pitch to Clark. He'll watch the pitch miss up high. Ball 1. Caden Less now on deck, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Bases juiced. McAlester dugout trying to get in Fuller's head. The 1-0 pitch. This will be a fastball outside corner, sticking it as Belmar, and the moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Buffalo's leading 5-2. They've scored in every inning, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Fuller pauses, deals. The 1-1 in the turf. Belmard keeps it from going to the backstop. Clark ahead of the count, 2-1. Clark dialed in, sees Fuller deliver. 2-1 misses up high. It's a 3-1 count. Clark is looking for only one pitch. Yeah, there is one pitch that his eyes just lit up to leave the yard on a fastball curve, but whatever his pitch is, that's the one he's looking for. If it's not there, he won't be swinging. Counts 3-1. And the pitch. This one will catch the upper outside part of the zone. 3-2 the count. Runners will be taken off with the pitch. Big time 3-2 pitch coming up from Eli Fuller to Jordan Clark. In a 3-run game, McAlester leads. Fuller takes a breath, delivers. Fastball up and outside. He'll take the ball, take the walk. RBI walk with the bases loaded for Jordan Clark, and McAlester extends the lead to 6-2. Brings up the top of the order for the Buffaloes. For Clark, again, leads the team in on-base percentage at .467. That's his first RBI of the year. Buffaloes with speed galore on the base paths. Lauerman at third, Watkins at second, Clark at first. Les now at the dish. First pitch to Les now. He'll watch a fastball catch the outside corner. That'll be strike 1. Les now nearly hit a home run yesterday. Just tailed off about 5 feet to the left into foul territory. But it had the distance. Here's the 0-1. Pops this one up. The wind would take this one back, but it's too far off behind the press box. And Les now behind in the count 0-2. It's a 4-run advantage for McAlester, 6-2. In the bottom of the third. Fuller trying to end it. Keep the damage at 4 runs. 0-2 delivery. Fastball. Les now watches it miss up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Les now a year ago had 31 RBIs, batted .325. He is 4 for 10 with runners and scoring. 1-2. Pops it up in the infield over towards the Hughes Fieldhouse. Will it stay in playing territory? And it won't. As running into the Hughes Fieldhouse is the third baseman, Baker. Followed it all the way until it landed on top of that tin building. Metal building. And the count stays at 1-2. That's a good hustle play there by Baker, though. And his dugout lets him know, too. So the count stays at 1-2 as Les now gets new life. If the wind isn't blowing the way it is today, I think that might stay in playing territory for a chance at Baker making a Sports Center type catch. Count still 1-2. The pitch will miss up high. Count moves to 2-2. Deuce is completely wild. Number 2 at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for McAlester, up 6-2. Les now shuffling back and forth in the box. 2-2 from Fuller. Popped it up. Will the wind bring it back in? No, it lands on top of the grandstand. Still staying alive here is Les now. Looks like Les now is just a little bit out in front right now. He's trying not to be too over-aggressive. He's trying to sit back on it a little bit more. Count still 2-2. Fuller delivers again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Buffaloes leave him loaded. Comes back with a fastball. Eli Fuller. McAlester does score 2 runs, I believe all with 2 outs. But again, they leave him loaded. Eagles still in the game. Buffaloes up by 4. 6-2 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
Okay!
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink one and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot!
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South Georgia Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook. Been a little while since Gandon Mullins has been on the mound. He had a 1-2-3 bounce back inning back in the top of the 3rd inning. Trying to get back into that rhythm as he'll face the 5-6-7 hole batter, starting off with the shortstop Spencer Daly. It'll be Daly, Wills, and Sloan up at the plate for the Eagles. Here's the windup in the first pitch from Mullins to start the 4th, and it'll be a fastball low outside, ball 1. We've had both pitchers kind of struggle a little bit in the zone. For Mullins, his struggle was in the 2nd inning, but he was able to keep it at just 2 runs in that inning. So here's the 1-0, and this one misses down low by the ankles for ball 2. For Fuller, the inning that he struggled to throw strikes, where he gave up 4 free passes, was this past inning, and just like Mullins, kept the damage to only 2 runs, left the bases loaded. 2-0. Back to the zone goes Mullins. Count moves to 2-1. Again, there have been 4 free passes. That's 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch. So here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 2. Count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 4 free passes for Fuller. There have been 6 by Mullins so far. Mullins trying to get his 2nd strikeout of the day. Likes what he sees from Phillips. And the 2-2. Chopper down the third base side. Will go towards the third base coach / head coach, Dean Green. Fields it and throws back over to Mullins as we'll do it again at 2-2. Daly, the only strikeout for the Eagles so far. 2-2 pitch. Fastball, pop-up, right field. Jordan Clark giving chase. Wind bringing it back in, but it's going to still bounce in foul territory. Well away from Clark. I know people on the stream can't really see it all that well, but Austin, you see all the leaves that are just coming in from the parking lot?
Every so often you'll see a group, like a small little, I guess, patch of leaves.
Well, if you look
kind
over,
of pop the fence and then start tumbleweeding their way over.
Here's the 2-2 from Mullins. Fastball. Whew. Looked good. Going to call it outside. Count moves to full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. But if you look around the left center area, there's just a pile of leaves down by the bottom of that fence.
Here, I'll zoom in.
No, don't do that right now.
Kidding.
3-2. And it did hit him. Hit him up in the face, kind of,
right
but
there on the bill.
It wasn't his face, actually, obviously. He's got a batting helmet that has now been popularized since Giancarlo Stanton got hit in the chin. It's that batting helmet that has the chin guard kind of attached to the helmet. That's where it clipped. So he's fine, but that's going to be a hit by pitch to lead off the top of the 4th inning for the Eagles. Brings up Wills, who was also hit by a pitch. Nobody out, runner at first. Buffalo's leading 6-2. First pitch from Mullins says a check swing. Did he go around? Looked like he did, but they're going to say no right now. Yeah, they're going to call that a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. I thought that Wills went around. That looked like he went around more than what Phillips went around on his strikeout back in the first. The count starts off at 1-0 here from Mullins to Wills. Pick off over to first. Good move, but again back in time, just in time, is Daly. Yeah, first pitch today was at 4:03. We've gone about an hour and 9 minutes right now as we're to the top of the 4th. And a 4-run McAlester advantage. Mullins deals. Be fouled straight back. Count goes to 1-1. Wills didn't start yesterday, as the second baseman was Templin, who's now out in right field. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Mullins is going to need some quick innings if he kind of wants to go the distance today. Big lead at first by Daly. Pick off over to first. They got him. He looks out. Oh, they're going to call him safe. From here, it looked pretty clear. I don't know if you got over there in time, Austin.
No, I'm trying to.
Yeah,
I am
because
trying, but
Mullins was quick there.
It's quick.
That looked like he applied the tag in plenty of time. Coach Mullins is going to go speak with the field umpire.
Sometimes I can tell, a little bit what they're kind of thinking.
That's our only problem with kind of being along here on the first base side where our press box is at compared to a lot of places that are behind home plate.
Any of the other bases, obviously, I can kind of get in, zone in pretty quick. But the first place is...
He was out. I can tell you this right now, he was out. And I'll usually say, like, if something's against McAlester, we got the benefit of it out on something, I'll say it. Eagles got away with one there. Because Shumway applied the tag, and his hand was still in the air. It's a little bit of a longer discussion here with Coach Mullins and the field umpire. But he had him. That's killer. If anything, though, it's going to keep Daly a little bit closer to the first base bag, possibly. Mullins is at 60 pitches right now. Again, you're allotted 120 in a 7-inning game. Unless you pitched some, I believe it's some the day before. The 1-1. As this one's checked out, but this time he went fully around. And that'll be strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch count rules really are if you pitch 0 to 35 pitches in a day, you don't have to have any rest. You can pitch the next day. If you throw over 100 pitches, this is the most extreme one, you have to have 4 calendar days rest before you can pitch again. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big lead again by Daly. Picks off over to first. This one's not in time. I think you have to have faster reflexes than the actual runner at first base, Austin.
I have to be able to see the future. I will say that one, I kind of could see him telegraph it, so I managed to get it over there pretty quick. But even with me already going to move before he threw.
The 1-2, staying alive here is Wills. Again, after the entire conversation, want to remind everyone it's a 6-2 ball game right now. It's the top of the 4th inning. There's nobody out and a runner at first for the Eagles. Eagles have had 2 runs on no hits. They've had more than 2 errors. I think I believe there's been 4 errors today by the Eagles. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him on the bender. And that'll be out number 1. Second strikeout of the day for Mullins brings up Jaden Sloan.
Now batting for the Eagles, left fielder number 7, Sloan.
So that now makes it 1 down as Shumway will go speak with Mullins. Again, they're looking at something over at first base. They nearly have had Daly picked off a couple times. They thought they had him picked off once. From our vantage point, it looked like Daly was picked off. So they might be discussing something right now to maybe get that runner. Not much of a lead right now, though. First pitch, showing bunt, pulling back, up high and outside with a fastball to Sloan. Sloan was the first of what would be 3 consecutive walks before Mullins was able to get a crucial inning double play in the top of the second inning to leave the score at the time at 3-2. Right now, 6-2, McAlester up by 4. The pitch, showing bunt, pulling back, it's low, and that'll be ball 2. Hodgel way down the third base line. Now he's going to kind of back up a little bit further. On deck is Noah Baker. He's got an RBI walk. 2-0. This one's a called strike, showing bunt, pulling back. Kind of moves to 2-1 here on the lefty. Outfield playing a little bit in, even with the wind blowing out to the left with the lefty up. And what I mean by the outfield, mainly just Lauerman in left field with the lefty up. Pickoff over to first. They got him. Oh, the throw's not on time, though. Or it was, they had him picked off, they had him leaning, but if the throw was at where it was any other time when he threw over to first, they would have had Daly again. But this one was up and to the right towards the first baseman, Shumway's left shoulder. So he had to catch it and then go all the way across his body to try to apply the tag. 3-1, runner takes off. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The throw down 2, second is off to the left. And that's a stolen base for Daly. But the count moves to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Sloan. Sloan yesterday struck out looking and grounded into a fielder's choice. 4-run game. Mullins about to have pitch number 69. Here it comes. It's low and inside. That'll be ball 3. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes coming up to Jaden Sloan. Mullins delivers again. Fastball low, ball 4. That brings up Noah Baker. Runners at first and second, 1 down. Buffalo's up 6-2. Top of the 4th inning. This game has really come down to, at least in the last couple of innings, I'd say since the beginning of the second, who can do more with the free passes they're given. I'd say even since the beginning of the game, really, who can do more with the free passes they're given. There have been 4 walks, or rather 3 walks and a hit by pitch by Eli Fuller, but then there's also been 4 errors by the Eagles so far. McAlester, so far, knock on wood, has played clean defense, but they've given up a lot more walks / hit by pitches. First pitch to Baker is in the turf. Great job by Phillips keeping it in front. Count goes to 1-0. Baker had, again, an RBI walk his last time up. The bottom of the order has been where Mullins has struggled to find his zone here. He's had 3 free passes in the 1 to 5 batters, but in the 6 to 9 so far, he's had 5, as the next pitch misses way outside, ball 2. Yeah, the 7, 8, 9 batters have not had an official at bat. Again, Baker yesterday went over 3 with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center. Mullins looks at a big lead for Daly at second base. They'll spin and look that way. Now the Buffs hoping for another inning-ending double play, possibly. 2-0. Fastball low outside. It's ball 3. Mullins trying to work all the way back from 3-0. Deals. Way high. Walks another batter, and the bases are loaded again. That's the 9-3 pass here. We've had 2 hit-by pitches and 7 walks. The Eagles are still looking for their first hit. But they've been threatening now for the second time with the bases loaded with 1 down. Brett Lanke walked last time up to bring in a run. Mullins back to the windup, trying to get into a rhythm again. First pitch, too high, ball 1. On deck is Sam Templin, who has walked and grounded into a double play. Still only 1 down here. The pitch, curve ball in the zone, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here for Gannon Mullins. Wind up in the 1-1. This one's in the turf. Count goes to 2-1. Phillips is able to drop to his knees and keep it in front again. Keeps the runners from advancing. 2 balls, 1 strike here to the 9-hole batter, Brett Lanke. Two-one pitch. Fastball just way outside. Across the left-handed batter's box now, a 3-1 count coming up to Brett Lanke. If this next one's a ball, then we're going to be having 6 plate appearances from the 7, 8, 9 batters and 6 walks today. (3-1) about to be coming up from Mullins. The windup and the delivery. This one's low. Ball 4, walks in a run. Brett Lanke is 0 for 0 with 2 RBIs. Bringing up the top of the order for Sam Templin. And the tying run once again on base.
17, Sam Templin.
And we're about to have a pitching change, I think. McAlester coaches right now are looking around for things. I think we have a glove. I think we're about to have a pitching change. As we're going to take a break. When we come back, I believe we're going to be having a new pitcher for the McAlester Buffaloes. I believe it's going to be Aiden Shumway. McAlester leading 6-3, but they're in danger. Tying runs on base. Top of the 4th inning, 1 down here on.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571.
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front-end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
It is a 6-3 game, as the Eagles have been able to put up 3 runs without having a hit on the board so far, and not a McAlester error either. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Bases are loaded, tying run at the plate. It has been 3 runs on no hits, 4 errors by the Eagles. It has been 6 runs for McAlester on 5 hits and no errors. As Aiden Shumway now pitching for the McAlester Buffaloes, this call to the bullpen brought to you by Jet Tire Service. They have been serving Pittsburgh County and beyond since 1962. They offer 18 major tire brands. Aiden Shumway has pitched in 3 2/3 innings so far this year. It has been against Union and against Bigsby. He has allowed 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, no walks, a 182 batting average against him. And he's coming in a pretty difficult situation right now. Again, bases are loaded, tying run at first base, only 1 down. Sam Templin, top of the order up. It's a straight switch, by the way. Shumway goes from first to the mound. Mullins from the mound to first. Shumway is going to work out the stretch with the bases loaded. The first pitch from the southpaw today to the righty is going to be down low and inside for ball 1 to Templin. In terms of total free passes in this game between both teams, and that's including errors, hit by pitches, walks, combined, we have had 16. The 1-0 nearly hits Templin. Couple more feet, not even a foot, I think, actually. And that would have been a run scored as the count quickly goes to 2-0. Wind still blowing out strong to left center field. Quick 2-0 count here on Sam Templin. 6-3 ball game. McAlester leads. Shumway kicks and fires. This pitch crosses the letters as high as it can go. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shumway getting the calls here from Braden Phillips, relayed from the dugout. 2-1. Outside corner miss, though. Count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. Eagles a pitch away from bringing in another run. They scored 2 in the second. Pitch away from scoring 2 here in the fourth with Liam Belmard on deck. Pitch, and that's way too high. Another RBI walk. The 4th one of the day for the Eagles, and it's 6-4. It's a 2-run game. Brings up Liam Belmard, who had a hard line drive out to center field and has popped up to the pitcher. Buffs have just got to throw strikes right now. That's their 11th walk/hit by pitch of the day. 1 down still. 2-hole batter, Belmard up. First pitch. Crossed up Phillips. And if he catches that regularly, that's going to be a strike. But he crossed him up. He was expecting a curveball. Fastball came in. He dropped to his knees, and it hit him in the wrists. So he calls time to go speak with Shumway. And that's ball 1. It has not been the prettiest game between these two teams, that's for sure. But the Eagles are in this. They have the tying run at second base with the count 1-0 and 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Shumway trying to get back in the zone. 1-0 pitch. Curveball, that's too high. Count goes to 2-0. Shumway hadn't walked a batter in 3 2/3 innings pitched, and he walked his first one on 5 pitches. And he's thrown the first 2 balls to Liam Belmar. This is the first time he's pitching district play in his varsity career. 2-0. Big cut. Fouled straight back. Strike 1. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. And according to my stats, Shumway didn't pitch for McAlester varsity last year, but he's had a good start to the season. And the limited action they had against Union and Bixby. 2-1 pitch. Thought about going after the curveball, and the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. Buffs are in danger of walking in their 5th run of the game. Three-one hitters count for Belmard. And the pitch. Way too high. Another walk with the bases loaded. I don't think I've ever seen this. It's a 6-5 game. The Eagles have not recorded a hit, and McAlester is only up by 1, the tying run at third base.
Number 1, Eli Fuller.
That's 12 walks in 3 1/3 innings. Shumway goes to the windup to try to find a rhythm here, and now goes back to the stretch. Shumway takes a deep breath. First pitch. Fastball missed inside, ball 1 to Fuller. Fuller has grounded out twice, to second base and to third base. Everybody except for Fuller has reached base via a walk or a hit by pitch for the Eagles. 1-0. Swings at this one. He's going to be fouling it off. Count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. If the Eagles record their first hit, they very well will more than likely take the lead. Counts 1-1 from Aiden Shumway. The pitch. Fastball at the knee, strike 2. Big strike from the lefty. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buffs really need a strikeout because even a fly ball into the outfield should score a run to tie it up. As the Eagles will put up a 3 spot here in the top of the 4th. The 1-2 pitch will cross up above the letters. Count moves to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the 3rd time through the lineup for the Eagles. It's been a while since Eli Fuller has pitched. I think Shumway wanted a new ball there. Toe the rubber again. Count at 2-2. Even in the box with a slightly open stance here is Fuller. Pitcher against pitcher right now. 2-2 from Shumway. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout from Aiden Shumway with the bases juiced. Makes it 2 down. Bases still loaded for Connor Harrell. Tying run 90 feet away in a 6-5 game. Buffaloes have scored in every inning. They scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Harrell. Fastball in there for strike 1. Needs 2 more to get out of the jam. The 0-1 from Shumway. Fouled straight back. Count moves to 0-2. Buffs trying to survive the inning, survive the Eagle threat. Got to be a big pitch here to the cleanup hitter, Connor Harrell, who hit an RBI single a day ago. And stepping off will be Shumway, kind of staring once again into the shadows here, trying to make sure he doesn't get crossed up with Phillips again. Coming set. Shumway. We'll have time called because, again, reminder that over at third base is number 3 right now, Brett Lenke. Eagles are not afraid to steal home. They've already done it once this series. They did it with Liam Belmard. Shumway comes set and fires. 0-2 curveball, got him looking, strike 3. The Buffaloes leave him loaded for the Edison Eagles. But not before the Eagles put up a 3 spot in the top of the 4th inning. Buffaloes clinging on to that 1-run lead, 6-5. We played half a 7-inning ball game. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on K.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank NA is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank NA to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank NA, strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink one and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot!
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fentonnissan.com.
So back-to-back strikeouts from Aiden Shumway is able to leave the bases loaded and preserve the 1-run lead for McAlester. It is 6-5 as we played half a 7-inning game. Buffaloes have scored in every inning, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, but the Eagles a little bit more in bulk, 2 in the second and 3 in the fourth, and they still, again, haven't recorded a hit. They've been able to use McAllister's mistakes to their advantage. Had good eye to be able to go into deep counts, and then they've had, again, 5 RBI walks. So McAlester trying to keep on swinging the sticks. Fuller has only walked 4 batters today, and they all came, well, he's walked 3 and hit 1, and all came in the last inning. So it's been a long time since Fuller pitched, so we'll see if he can get back into a rhythm. First pitch to Gunnar Hodgels, a high hit fly ball, deep left center field, carrying towards the warning track, and it's going to hit off the top of the wall, right off the Patriot sign. Bounces away from the left fielder. Hodgels there with a stand-up double to begin the bottom of the fourth. Off the top of the Patriot sign in left center. And that is how you get momentum back. Buffaloes will bring up Gannon Mullins, who is 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run.
Number 6, Gannon Mullins.
That's Hodgel's second double of the day. 2 for 3 today. Ethan Watkins is about to go down to warm up in the McAlester bullpen. Here's the first pitch to Mullins. He hits another high fly ball. This one's gone. Forget about it. Get up. Fly high. Be gone. Another 2-run shot for Gannon Mullins. And with one swing of the bat, the Buffaloes are up by 3 again. Mullins steps on home plate, stomps on it rather, as he drove that one into a different zip code. He didn't need the win on that drive. Gannon had not hit a home run his entire varsity career. He has hit 2 today. You know that's got to feel good. He struggled on the mound so far today, but he's been able to help out his team, driving in 4 out of the 8 runs on 2 2-run home runs. That's great to see there from the senior. As Phillips tries to do the same thing, swings over the top of a fastball for strike 1. Phillips is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out to first. The 0-1. This one's a curveball that misses up high and moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles worked really hard to be able to get those 3 runs in the top of the 4th in terms of having to have many, many different at-bats to draw those walks to be able to get those runs. And with one swing, Gannon Mullins gets 2 of those back. Next pitch misses down low, and the count goes in favor of Phillips. 2 balls, 1 strike. So the lead is back to 3 for McAlester. Here's the windup and the pitch from Fuller. Here's a high fly ball, but this one's going to be shallow left field. Might be trouble having to come all the way in from left field to Sloan, but making a nice falling backwards catch is the shortstop Daly. Able to make the running catch, fighting the wind, too, for out number 1. And that brings up the pitcher, number 21, Aiden Shumway. Shumway's over 1. He's reached on an E5 and walked. Good bounce back at bat there for Fuller on the bump. Here's the first pitch to Shumway. He takes a big cut. Now it's going to be fouled straight back for strike one. You can notice this. I don't know if you kind of notice it, Austin, but when you see your teammates hitting home runs like that, primarily, well, the only person, Gannon Mullins, it makes everyone else be like, I can do that too. They're taking big cuts.
Oh, yeah, you can tell as soon as they hit those first two big hits.
As the 0-1's going to bounce in. Now, I don't think I like the confidence from McAllister's batters, but again, they got to remember that they don't have to do too much here. They just want to keep on stringing together hits.
Well, that's something that they'll have to kind of expect and that they really should think about, which I'm sure they are, is the fact that just because the first two guys had huge hits doesn't necessarily mean that, it's going to happen every time. Things happen.
As the next pitch misses up high and moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, because you're right. It was almost back-to-back home runs.
Yeah, it was.
Hodgel missed his home run by about a few feet, hitting off the top of the Patriots sign in deep left center field. 2-1. Shumway will watch this one miss outside, and then moves the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitter's count here for Shumway. Now, this is the pitch that if you see one right down the middle, you're swinging for the fences.
But you could definitely tell from the first guy up after those 2 hits, he was putting as much power into that as he could.
3-1 is going to be fouled straight back into the netting again, and the count moves to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here for Shumway. Fuller has struck out 2 today. He struck out Phillips and less now to end the threat back in the previous inning. Here's the payoff. This one's going to be in the turf. Good eye by Shumway. He'll take his base. He's now walked in back-to-back plate appearances. And it brings up Spencer Stinchcomb, who is 1 for 2. He's reached on an error and singled.
Number 1, Spencer.
It's an 8-5 McAllister 3-run lead. And my wife's kind of reminding me about this. Now, I'm not going to mention it because I'm not going to mention the sponsor because they're not one of our sponsors here on the air here. Here's a pop-up. This one's going to be playable towards the first base side. Wynn brings it back in as Harrell makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. Now bringing up Jackson Lauerman. But there used to be a sign. I don't know if you remember, Austin. I don't know if you were here in time. There used to be a sign in deep left center field that said if you hit it here, you get a free dinner.
Yeah, I remember
You
that.
used to be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't here when I was here, but I remember y'all talking about that, how you kind of wish it could be brought back. Or
if
you kind of miss it just because it was a cool thing to do.
It's the first pitch up high to Jackson Lauerman, who is 0 for 1 with a fly out to left and a walk today. But, yeah, it was if you hit the sign, you want a free dinner, and there was a lot of jokes that says, hey, I don't want the home run. Can I just be a little bit lower and get the free dinner? Count is 1-0, 2 outs. Runner at first is Aiden Shumway. They'll pick off over there. He's back in safely. It's an 8-5 McAllister lead after another 2-run home run from Gannon Mullins, his second of the day. The 1-0, big cut, but it's going to be fouled off. And now to 1-1 here on Lauerman. Lauerman was the first of 3 consecutive free passes given up by Fuller in the last inning. 1-1 pitch. This one's low and outside as Belmard keeps it in front. Keeps Shumway at first base. Count goes to 2-1.
I was thinking we should put up a sign over there.
We do have a sign.
No, I mean like the one you were talking about with the free dinner.
What are we going to give for free?
Free radio.
Free radio?
Yeah, you get to come on. You get to do a show. You get to do an afternoon show or something.
2-1 is a high hit fly ball by Jackson Lauerman. This one's carrying towards the warning track and reaching up and making the catch at the back of the wall is left fielder Sloan. It was ripped into by Lauerman. He has made contact really well this year. He's still looking for that first hit, though. But, man, he's piecing it up. But that will be the end of the bottom of the 4th inning. McAllister gets 2 runs back on a 2-run home run from Gannon Mullins. And it's Buffaloes 8, Eagles 5. We'll be back with the top of the 5th here in just a moment on KNE. Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef, and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South George Knight Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485. It's been a roller coaster of games here, or of plays here today. It's been a roller coaster game, rather, as the McAlester Buffaloes are leading 8-5. We're still just now going to the top of the fifth inning. It's been a long game, too. We've already clocked in at an hour and 43 minutes, just now entering the top of the fifth. The Buffaloes, again, they have scored now 8 runs on 7 hits. They've had no errors. The Eagles haven't got a hit yet, but they've been able to piece together 5 runs, as it'll be Spencer Daly, Wills, and Jaden Sloan, 5, 6, 7-hole batters up for the Eagles. Aiden Shumway came in the bottom of the 4th inning with the bases loaded, did walk in a couple of runs, was able to get a couple of strikeouts to preserve the, at the time, 1-run lead before another 2-run home run from Gannon Mullins, his second of the day. So here's the first pitch to Daly that's going to miss down low for ball 1.
Now, this game is normal 7 innings, correct?
Yes.
Because I know sometimes they're different, like, sometimes they're 9 or sometimes they're 14.
No, in high school baseball, they're always 7, as the next pitch is going to miss down low for ball 2. Now, what you're thinking of, because, again, reminder for anyone that's tuning in right now, Austin's not always accustomed to going to a bunch of the high school games.
I was making a joke about that time we did that. I want to say it was like an all-star game here.
2-0. Oh, yeah, that was an all-star game.
And they just kept going.
Next pitch to Daly misses up high, and that'll be ball 3. They went 9 innings in that game.
No, they went. You're talking about the one I'm talking about?
I think so.
They hit their normal 9, but then they just didn't. They wanted to keep playing, so they just kept going.
3-0 fills the zone with the fastball for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Spencer Daly. Like I said, swing and a miss for strike 3 on his first at bat, and then was hit by a pitch. 3-1 from Shumway. This one's going to be fouled towards the man on the on-deck circle. And then moves to count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's why I've always wanted to, if you are on deck, if it's a righty, I don't care if it's on the other side near their dugout, go to that side. Less chance of getting hit. 3-2 from Shumway. Fastball, they're going to say missed. Phillips is getting ready to pop up and throw down over to third. Home plate umpire says it missed outside. Phillips thought he had strike 3, but that will be a walk to be able to begin the top of the 5th inning. That's the 12th walk of the day for the Buffalo pitching staff. Brings up Wills. 8-5 McAlester lead, top of the 5th inning. Nobody out, 1 runner on. First pitch from Shumway. Fly ball, high hit, right field. Jordan Clark trying to track it down, gets underneath it, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. Now, this is the part of the order where it's been kind of hard to fill the zone so far. There's not been an official at-bat amongst the 7th, 8th, and 9th batters. 2 walks by Sloan, 2 walks to Baker, 2 walks to Brett Lanke. Runner at first against the lefty Sloan. Shumway comes set. Kicks, fires the first pitch. Curveball, good one, in there for strike 1. what seems rare in the Oklahoma high school baseball element, you don't ever get to see lefty-on-lefty matchups anymore just because there's not a lot of lefty pitchers and not really a lot of lefty hitters either. So always get to enjoy the lefty-on-lefty matchup when you get it. Here's the 0-1, showing bunt. Pops it up, but well foul, and the count moves to 0-2. Now the Eagles also not afraid to try to bunt it with 2 strikes on them. Lincoln Frank, who is not in the lineup today, he attempted a bunt on strike 3, but fouled it off. Count is 0-2 here on Sloan. Runner at first and 1 down. Shumway fires, and this one's flied out to the left, but on top of the Hughes Fieldhouse, where many baseballs have gone to die. It's still bouncing around like a pinball up there. Again, I like to guess how many baseballs by the end of the year make it on top of that Fieldhouse. Guessing quite a few. Count still 0-2 here on the lefty Sloan. Guarding the line well at third is Hodgel. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with a high fastball, chasing above eye level. And that'll be 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Bringing up Noah Baker.
For the Eagles, number 5, Baker.
Baker has walked twice, one of them a walk with the bases loaded. As we have a balk here. A balk by Shumway. Home plate umpire calls it. It leads to a runner going over to second base, and now there's no force out of second. It's our second balk of the day. First one by the Buffaloes. We had a balk earlier from Fuller that scored a run for the Eagles. Shumway looks and delivers. First pitch curveball, down low, ball 1. This win, we talk about it affecting balls leaving the bat too, but it's also going to affect the throw from the left side of the field. If you have a ground ball to third base or shortstop, it's going to affect your throw over to first. If you have a spin move, they'll throw it over, but again, back in plenty of time is the runner. That's a Spencer Daly here. Not only are you throwing against the wind for the first baseman, which right now is Gannon Mullins, you're going to have to watch that ball flutter in the wind and almost look like a knuckleball in a way. The 1-0 is checked out. He went around, though. A little bit up high. It's going to be a borderline strike regardless there, and the count moves to 1-1. And we're having leaves and trash and everything else blow onto the field right now. That wind is blowing harder than it has all day today. One to Baker. Curveball, inside corner, missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brett Lanke is on deck. 2-1 the count. More clouds are starting to come over the top of Mike Deak Field here. 2-1 pitch. Fastball, hard hit, ground ball to the shortstop. Les now fields it cleanly, throws over to first. In time for out number 3. Buffaloes keep that runner stranded at second base. McAlester leading 8-5 as we head to the home half of the 5th. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Okay!
and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We have a new pitcher into the game for the Edison Eagles, and it's a side armor. As we have this call to the bullpen brought to you by Jed Tire Service. They have been serving Pittsburgh County and beyond since 1962. They offer 18 major tire brands. Into the game is number 8, Boston Little. Boston Little now on the mound for the Edison Eagles, relieving Eli Fuller. Fuller goes from the mound over to first. Harrell goes from first to second base, and Wills is out of the game for the Eagles. It'll be Ethan Watkins, Jordan Clark, and Caden Luss now, 8-9-1 to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. The first batters to face Boston Little. First pitch from Little, side arm, misses down low, ball 1. Again, he's going to all of his pitches while he's warming up with side arm. There's some guys, I'm going to give a shout out to Josh Donato and also Carter Cumbie. There were some guys that when I was playing baseball, and even in today's high school baseball world, and even in Major League Baseball, if you look at Nestor Cortez, here's the 1-0 that swung on and missed for strike 1, that they'll change up their arm angles. They'll go over the top, and then they'll kind of go sidearm, even go submarine if they have the chance to. Submarine is when you reach all the way down, nearly have your hand near the ground, and fire it towards the zone. But Boston Little is a primary sidearm pitcher, as this next one misses inside for ball 2. And personally, me playing, I always hated guys that didn't throw the ball over the top. Now that's a credit to the guys that are sidearmers like Little because they're hard to hit. It just changes up your eye level a little bit. 2-1. That one's in there for strike 2. And Little's not bringing overpowering stuff, but he's filling the zone and he's bringing an awkward arm angle. A lot of submarine sidearm pitchers don't really throw all that hard, but they're, like I said, it changes the arm angle. He's also hiding the ball a little bit better as he comes in, so it's less time to see the ball leave the hand. This count is 2-2 to Watkins, and he fouls this one back into the glove of Belmard for strike 3. That is an excellent start to the game for Boston Little.
For the Buffaloes, number 5.
And it brings up Jordan Clark.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say Clark lined out to the left and walked with the bases loaded for a ribby. You're going to say?
I'll let this do its
this
thing.
first pitch?
I'll find a different moment.
Okay. Belmar sits up outside. The first pitch to Clark. Swings, line drive down the left field line. It's going to be well fouled, though. About 5 feet to the left of the left field line. Count starts at 0-1.
When me and my team went to state, back in my baseball career, Brandon, I used to throw underhanded.
What league did you play in? Softball?
Mega league.
Are you talking about video games?
Michigan Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. The 0-1 will be a fastball at the letter, strike 2.
No, I didn't play baseball. Not because it wasn't an interesting game or it looked fun. It looked awesome. I had no talent. I was really bad at it.
I'm about to say one thing that you said when we did kickball one day at Eastern, when we both went to school at Eastern. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit, ground ball down the third base line, but well foul. Kind of playing close along the line is the third baseman Baker. Now, Eastern Oklahoma State College, when we were there, they put this thing together called, it was like slip and slide kickball.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. You kick the ball, and then to get to the base, you
had to slide.
You slid.
Yeah, or you had to run along the slip and slide. You could either run or you could slide, whichever one you wanted to do. So here's the 0-2 from Little. And it's going to be popped up and out of play. Clark stays alive. Either one, no matter what you wanted to do, you could do it. Now, we put a GoPro camera on you, and you got caught saying, I don't have the talent these guys have, the skill or the athleticism. That's about it. You just continued on with the game.
I played that. I played a lot of that. I did the entire game with the GoPro on my head. Knocked over a kid that was participating in the game like a small child.
The 0-2 is going to be swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Boston Little. Makes it 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Buffalo's up just 8-5.
Now batting for the
Now the top of the order up for the Buffaloes.
Number 2.
McAlester had only struck out twice against Eli Fuller in his 4 innings of work. They struck out twice back-to-back against Boston Little. Les now 1 for 3 with a fly out to center. He's had an RBI single and a strikeout swinging. First pitch to Les now. Dribbler down the third base line. It's going to stay foul. That'll be strike 1. Yeah, I think that if you can be blessed to have a side armor on your team or someone that can throw in a different arm angle and throw strikes, that's the most important thing when it comes to that, is they can throw strikes. Because then you can start to add to their repertoire. You have a fastball that's already kind of harder to hit going from the sidearm angle. If you can add a changeup, as here comes an 0-1 pitch that's going to miss up high, you can add a changeup or maybe even a slider to that arm angle. Good luck. One ball, one strike with 2 down, nobody on for the Buffs. They've scored in every inning, in danger of not doing so this inning. As here's going to be a fly ball down the left field line, but again, tailing off foul. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ethan Watkins has gone back to the McAlester bullpen to warm on up. Should Shumway need the help, just want to make sure that he stays warm. If he enters into the 6th inning, it would be considered a safe situation. The Buffaloes win 1. It is the next pitch is going to be a high hit fly ball left field. Sloan looking up into the sky and watching it come down into his glove for out number 3. The first time today the Buffaloes don't score. They go 3 up, 3 down on a stellar inning from Boston Little, striking out 2 Buffaloes in the process. We now head to the top of the 6th. McAlester up still by 3, 8-5 the score here on KNED.
Fenton Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink 1 and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot. Nothing but net. Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South Georgia Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485. Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. We have another call to the bullpen here as the McAlester Buffaloes decide to enter Sandman. It's going to be Ethan Watkins. And if you don't catch that reference, it's what Mariano Rivera used to come into when he went in to close games. It was enter Sandman. Now, this is a safe situation. If Watkins ends up going the next 6 innings, as this is an 8-5 game, and the Buffaloes can maintain the lead, that will be a save for Ethan Watkins. He had 1 save last year, and I believe a save a year ago as well. So far, this will be his 2nd inning pitch. He's pitched in 1 inning. It was against Durant. Gave up 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Jet Tire Service. They have been serving Pittsburgh County and beyond since 1962. They offer 18 major tire brands. It's a straight switch as now Shumway comes from the mound over to center field. From the center field to the mound is Ethan Watkins. First batter he'll face will be the 9-hole batter, Brett Lanke. First pitch, fastball inside corner, strike one. Lanke is 0 for 0 with 2 RBIs. He has walked with the bases loaded twice, so this is the first time he's come up to the plate with nobody on base. A 1 pitch, fastball skips in, that'll be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. It has been one of the weirdest games that I've seen so far this season.
A lot of back and forth.
So here's the 1-1. Fastball duck for cover, Brett Lanke.
Not necessarily with the teams. I mean, obviously that's there too, but I mean with just how they're playing from inning to inning.
Like I said, there's been a lot of long innings, but then there's been some quick ones. Boston Little was able to throw strikes, let his defense work. A quick 3-up, 3-down coming into the game for Edison in the previous inning. 2-1. Again, fastball just sails to the backstop.
The longest inning we had was started off strong. Longest inning from McAlester.
Count moves to 3-1 now for Brett Lanke, who might walk again. Les now walked 2 batters yesterday and hit 2. So Buffalo's only gave up 4 free passes. Today has been a different story. 3-1, again up and inside, and that'll be a 5-pitch walk to enter the game for Watkins. And the 3rd walk of the day for Brett Lanke, just increasing that on-base percentage.
For Edison, number 17, Sam Templin.
I think that's the 12th walk today by McAlester. They have walked 12 and hit 2 for 14 free passes. 8-5 is our score. McAlester is on top of the 6th inning, runner at first. Sam Templin up at the plate. First pitch fastball right down Broadway, strike one. Templin has walked twice, one of them with the bases loaded for an RBI, and he's grounded into a double play. And the Eagles have scored their 5 runs without a McAlester error and without a McAlester hit, or without an Eagle hit. The 0-1 skips in the turf, and that'll be ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. McAllister's had to have every bit of their 7 hits that they've had so far to be able to have their 3-run lead. If it's not for 2 2-run home runs by Gannon Mullins, McAllister very well could be down right now. The 1-1 will be a called strike on the high fastball. Goes to 1-2. We've crossed the 2-hour mark. It's at 2 hours and 4 minutes right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Watkins looking for his first K of the day. 1-2 pitch. Fastball staying alive as it's fouled off of Phillips. Clips his calf. He'll throw back over to Watkins. Kind of walk it off. So staying alive is Templin. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Buffaloes are going to look to pad their lead in the bottom of the 6th if they can maintain it here in the top of the 6th. The 1-2. You get out of the way. Sam Templin has to duck for cover. That one nearly hits him too. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. For whatever reason, it just has not been easy to throw strikes at certain parts in the game for every pitcher except for Boston Little so far. 2-2 from Watkins. Again, missed way up high, and the count moves to 3 balls and 2 strikes. With the wind blowing out, this is where you do not want the tying run to come up to the plate because really people that don't normally hit home runs, if you can get a hold of one, all of a sudden you're looking at a different ball game. Count is full at 3-2. Big pitch coming up here from Watkins. Here it is. Fastball, ground ball, third base side, foul. Staying alive is Templin. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Watkins, runner takes off. It's up and inside, ball 4. 2 consecutive walks to begin the inning for Ethan Watkins. 3rd walk today to Sam Templin.
Now batting for the Eagles, number number 10.
The 15th free pass today by the Buffalo pitching staff. And just a insanely uncharacteristic day from them. They had 20 walks in 5 games coming in today, and they've had 13 walks today. Just not normal. Nobody outrunners at first and second. Tying run at the plate. First pitch. DeBelmar misses inside for ball 1. Wind has died down a little bit. Now it's still blowing out pretty well at the left field, but it's not nearly flying off the pole like it was earlier, the American flag in center field. Belmar is 0 for 2 with an RBI walk. The 1-0 pitch from Watkins. It hits him. Oh, my goodness gracious. And the bases are loaded again. Max Harmon is going down to warm up for the McAlester pitching staff. The Buffaloes are just looking for someone who can throw strikes right now. It's really what it's coming down to. Coach Troy Meadows is going to have a mound visit with Ethan Watkins. Tying run is on the base paths with nobody out in the top of the 6th and an 8-5 lead. We'll take a 30-second break and be back here on KNED.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
So 2 walks and a hit by pitch to load the bases to start off the top of the 6th is not ideal here for McAlester. Again, I'm just tallying it up. I'm having a running tally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is the 16th free pass now. 13 walks and 3 hit by pitches by the McAlester pitching staff. Brings up the 3-hole hitter Eli Fuller. Watkins fires. First pitch nailed him right on the number 1 in the back, and it scores a run. And it's an 8-6 game. The tying run is in scoring position. The Eagles have scored 6 runs without a base hit nor McAlester error. I have never seen anything like it. Anything like it. And it brings up Connor Harrell. Harrell is 0 for 2 with a walk, a ground out to second, and a backwards K. Buffaloes have been able to get out of trouble throughout the day today, but they're going to have to really pull a Houdini act right now to be able to get out of this one unscathed. And they nearly hit him again. It goes to the backstop. It goes behind number 30, Connor Harrell. And it's ball 1. I mean, just inches away from it being a 1-run game and nobody out. I haven't seen this before. This is pretty wild. 1-0 the count. The pitch to the righty Harrell. Fastball right back into the groove, right down the middle, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Watkins was hard to hit last year. It had the best batting average against him of the team at 155. He struck out 18, walked 17. Again, he doesn't normally give up free passes all that much either. Here's the 1-1. But right now, everyone is wild. He throws that one too high for ball 2. Still the top of the 6th inning, bases loaded with nobody out in an 8-6 game. Watkins fires. Fastball doesn't get the call. Count moves to 3-1. It looked like it's at the knees. I mean, they're going to say a little bit inside, but his toe's right next to the line. And the count moves to 3-1 and 1 pitch away from being a 1-run game again. The 3-1. And it is a one-run game. He walks him through high and inside for ball 4. And that is 6 free passes to begin the top of the 6th inning. Up to 18 today for the Buffs. And we're about to have another pitching change. The Buffs are in trouble. Up 8-7, bases loaded, nobody out. Coach Meadows is speaking with Watkins, but it'll be Max Harmon to come in for McAlester. We'll have a pitching change be back in just a moment here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
So brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink one and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot.
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
We have another call to the bullpen here as the McAlester Buffaloes, 6 free passes to begin the top of the 6th inning, have scored 2 runs. It has been a bad day for pitching today for McAlester. 14 walks, 4 hit by pitches, 18 free passes altogether. As Watkins goes back over to center field, Shumway moves over to right field. Looks like Clark is out the game for now, as it's Max Harmon that will enter, the 4th pitcher of the day for the Buffaloes. And like I said, right now, McAlester just wanting strikes. Harmon is 0 for 1 on the season. He's pitched in 8 innings, given up 8 earned runs, 3 strikeouts to 7 walks. But he's pitched against Union and Bixby. Those are his starts this season. Nobody out. Infield comes in on the infield turf. It's a 1-run game, 8-7. First pitch to Spencer Daly. Fastball outside, ball 1. Daly has struck out swinging, been hit by a pitch, and walked. The Eagles have scored 7 runs, all on free passes. I just don't truly think I've ever seen it. Jordan Clark is getting ready to warm up for McAlester. The 1-0 from Harmon is when fills the zone. It'll be strike 1. Okay, McAlester has got to really work to get out of this predicament that they're in. Bases loaded, nobody out, only leading by 1. Harmon the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spencer Daly. It's been every other inning for the Eagles. No runs first, 2 runs second, no runs in the 3rd, 3 runs in the 4th, no runs in the 5th. So far, 2 runs in the 6th. Huge 1-2 pitch coming up from Harmon. Deals. It'll miss up above the Eagle script. Count moves to 2-2. No place to put any Eagle batters. They end up walking, hitting 1 more batter. It is a tie game for the first time since the bottom of the 1st, right before Gannon Mullins hit his first of 2 2-run bombs. And stepping off will be Harmon as he looks over at 3rd. Harmon comes set. Delivers the 2-2. And staying alive, going with the curveball. Fouling it off very late is Daly. Count stays at 2-2. Had a little bit of music going right there. if Harmon needed the extra motivation. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harmon deals in the turf. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Biggest pitch of the game so far coming up from the right hand of Max Harmon. 3-2 the count. Harmon takes a deep breath, comes set. The payoff. He checked. Did he go around? They're going to say that he held up. They're appealing to the field umpire. He says no as well. It looked like he might have went around, and it's tied up on another walk.
To the plate.
7 consecutive free passes has tied up this game. To begin the top of the 6th, there's still nobody out in an 8-8 game. Now up is Boston Little. He's in for Wills. First pitch. Ground ball towards the second baseman, Stinchcomb. Fires home in time for the out. And jumping on top of Braden Phillips is the runner. I don't think he meant to do it. I think the throw just came up the third base bag. But he rode Phillips like a bull there for a good 3 or 4 steps. But Stinchcomb fires it home to keep the game tied at 8-8 on the 4-2 ground out. 4-2 fielder's choice. Brings up Jaden Sloan. It's an 8-8 ball game, 1 down. Top of the 6th. Pitch from Harmon. Outside corner, strike 1. It's tied for the first time since the first inning. Fly ball into the outfield should give the Eagles the lead. The 0-1. Shows bunt, cannot get it down though. They were trying to go with a suicide squeeze there. And the count moves to 0-2 as Sloan fouls backwards. Harmon looking for a critical punch out. When McAlester does come up at the bottom of the 6th, it's going to be the 2-3-4 batters. Hodgel is 2 for 3. Mullins is 2 for 3. Phillips 0 for 3 so far. Stepping off is Harmon. Count 0-2. Harmon looks to third. Deals. It's in the turf, and Phillips keeps it in front. That ball bounced about 5 or 6 feet in front of the home plate area. Count moves to 1-2. And Jordan Clark is warming up the McAlester bullpen if we need further help. 1-2 from Harmon. In the turf again. Again, Phillips keeps it in front. Count goes to 2-2. Righty on lefty matchup. Sloan has walked twice and struck out swinging. Buffs could use another one. 2-2 pitch from Harmon. Low and outside. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. One more ball will give the Eagles the lead and 9 runs without a hit. Harmon trying to have a different set of plans. The 3-2 pitch. It's low, and the Eagles have taken the lead. They have scored 4 runs this inning without a McAlester error, without a McAlester hit. It has gone walk, walk, hit by pitch, walk, walk, fielder's choice, walk. Noah Baker up, who has walked twice and grounded out to short. It's a 9-8 Eagles lead. First pitch, line drive well out of play, and that'll be strike 1. truly haven't ever seen it. Uncharted territory for me. Count 0-1. Harmon deals. This will be fouled straight back, and they'll move the count to 0-2. Every position, every 1 through 9, they've all reached. Either it's been a walk or a hit by pitch. Everyone's gotten a free pass today. Buffalo's trying to keep the deficit to just 1. Count is 0-2 coming up on Noah Baker. And the pitch from Harmon. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's now 2 down. Everybody in the infield can now go back. And now we have some John back and forth. As Baker will make his way back towards the dugout. And that will bring up to the plate Brett Lanke.
Number 3, Brett Lanke.
Lanke has walked in all 3 plate appearances. Buffs are down 9-8 and now are going to need a rally against Boston Little, who, again, is sidearm are hard to hit. Here's a line drive over to center field. Their first hit of the game. Drives in 1 run, might drive in 2. Watkins fires from center field. It's up the third base line, and that's a 2-run single from Brett Lanke, and it's an 11-8 game. Their first hit of the game. A 2 RBI single. That's 4 RBIs on the day for Lanke. 1 for 1 with 4 RBIs. And it makes it 11-8, and the top of the order up for the Eagles.
17, Sam Templin.
It's a 6th spot for the Eagles in the top of the 6th. Templin, as we've already fully batted around, first pitch is going to be low and outside, ball 1. Templin has walked 3 times also. He's also grounded into a double play. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Count even at 1-1. Buffs just trying to get back to the dugout. They're going to need to really rally now, down by 3. 1-1. Fastball in there for strike 2. They have the part of the order that they need if they want to do it. 2, 3, 4 batters coming up. But right now they just have to get off the field in what has felt like the longest inning in McAlester baseball history. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Deep in the hole. It's going to score another run with a base knock. And it's a 7 spot now for the Eagles. It's an RBI single from Sam Templin. Back-to-back hits. Makes it 12-8.
To the plate for Edison, number 10, Liam Belmard.
Brings up Liam Belmard. Like I said, Belmard, each time that I feel like he's come up to the plate, he's hit it hard. So this is a guy that can further do damage here to Max Harmon and the Buffalo defense. Also, even though the Buffaloes have scored every inning, they have not put up a 4 spot so far today. Down right now by 4 of the Buffs. First pitch, up and outside, ball 1. Runners at the corners, first and third with 2 down. Gannon Mullins over at first trying to say, hey, what are we going with 31 defense here if the runner takes off for second? They give out the play. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles have scored 12 runs on 2 hits. And no McAlester errors. 1-1 from Harmon. Now missed the letters. Count moves to 2-1. On deck is Eli Fuller. He was hit by a pitch to bring in a run earlier this inning. Count 2-1 here to Liam Belmard. 31 move. They got him. They won't even throw to. Oh, they won't even let him throw to second. They don't want the run to score from third. They had the guy picked off, but they don't fire to second. Harmon decided to hold on to it so the run at third wouldn't score. Now the Buffs got to go at Belmard. 2-1. And it's high. It's going to move the ball, count to 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here still for Belmard, 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. Full count. Buffs trying to get off the field. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of pitches thrown this inning. The payoff. High fly ball. Shallow right center field. Shumway calls off everyone and makes the catch for out number 3, but the damage has been done. A 7 spot by the Eagles on 2 hits and many walk/hit by pitches. And McAlester all of a sudden finds themselves in need of a comeback. They have 6 outs to do so, down by 4. 12-8 the score. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South Georgia Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
In what has got to be the oddest game I think I might have ever called, the Buffaloes find themselves down 12-8. And it was a 7 spot by the Eagles in the top of the 6th on many free passes. I believe there was 6 in a row to be able to begin the 6th inning, and then a 2 RBI single by Brett Lanking, and then an RBI single by Sam Templin. I mean, all of a sudden you're looking at a 4-run Eagle lead. So the Buffaloes have some work to do. They find themselves on the ropes right now in the bottom of the 6th, but the 2-3-4 batters coming up. Gunnar Hodgel, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Gannon Mullins, 2 for 3 with 2 2-run home runs. Buffalo's trying to get back in this game all of a sudden. Boston Little, the first pitch, be a fastball low for ball 1. It has been 20 free passes from the McAlester pitching staff to 4 for the Eagles, and that has been the difference in this game. The Eagles have booted the ball 4 times. McAlester has not. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a dribbler down the third base line, and it's going to stay foul. And moves the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. That is just what the game has come down to. It has been 7 McAlester hits to just 2 for the Eagles. But the Eagles have been able to throw strikes today. The lights have come on, and we have played a long game today. We still have another inning to go. The 1-1 will miss up high. Move the count to 2-1. Buffs need base runners, that's for sure. Got Hodgel again, couple of extra base hits. Came into today batting .333. Little kicks and fires to side armor. The 2-1 ground ball. Left side might be a tough play. Coming in on the shortstop, throws over to first. It'll be an infield single. Infield single for Gunnar Hodgel. He's had a great day. He is 3 for 4. And here comes Gannon Mullins. Now here's the situation. Do the Eagles want to pitch to Gannon Mullins? He has hit 2 2-run bombs. If he can do it again, he'll pull the Buffaloes within 2. He has scored half of the runs for the Buffs. They can intentionally walk him and take their chances with somebody else, but Braden Phillips had a great game yesterday. First pitch, and he was going for the fences again, but this one is a swing and a miss on a high fastball for strike 1. Runner at first, Buffs down 12-8. With nobody out. Little comes set. 0-1 pitch. Miss low and inside, ball one. Mullins hit a 2-run home run in the first and then a 2-run home run in the fourth, which feels like ages ago. The 1-1. It will be dribbled over into the McAlester dugout, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Braden Phillips had a 3-for-4 day yesterday. He's 0 for 3 so far today. He has struck out, lined out to first, and flown out to short. Count 1-2. Buffalo's looking for a little bit of more life here. Infield single started it off here for Hodgel. The 1-2 is going to be a fastball missing outside. Count moves to 2-2. Eagles liked it. Umpire did not, and that moves the count to 2-2. And Mullins takes some time to kind of compose himself and dig back into the box. Two the count. Hodgel takes off. The ground ball up the middle is going to be fielded by the second baseman. They'll throw over to first. It's wide right, but it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Fuller. That would have been a double play, so Hodgel took off at the exact right time. It was hit on a seed by Gannon Mullins. If he does not take off, that is a double play easy.
After retrieval,
that brings up Braden Phillips.
That'll bring up number 8.
Phillips is 0 for 3. He has struck out swinging, lined out to first, and flown out to short. McAlester needs to start piecing together hits again. They went scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. That was the first time that they haven't scored this game in an inning. Have a runner in scoring position right now as Phillips will watch the first pitch miss above eye level for ball one. If you're wondering, wind is still blowing out hard out the left field. It has been doing that all day today. 1-0. Line drive, right center field. This one's going to land. It's going to score Hodgel. Hodgel's going to round third. Getting the ball is the right fielder, Templin. Fires home. It's cut off by the first baseman, Fuller. And it's an RBI single from Braden Phillips. After having a great day yesterday, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, gets his first hit today, and the Buffaloes pull it within 3. And it brings up Aiden Shumway, who is 0 for 1 with 2 walks.
Number 21, Aiden Shumway.
Buffaloes have got to be gritty here. Little comes set and fires. First pitch to Shumway. Line drive down the left field line. This one's going to be fair. Rounding second is Phillips. He'll stay put there. Getting in quickly is the left fielder Sloan. And the Buffaloes have put together back-to-back base hits. And all of a sudden, the tying run is at the plate. Spencer Stinchcomb, who's 1 for 3 today. Gunnar Hodgel is going to go warm up in the McAlester bullpen.
Number 1, Spencer Stinchcomb.
So the tying run is at the plate for the Buffs. Wind still blowing out to the left field. We're going to be having a mound visit now for the Eagles. We'll take a break and be back here in just a moment here on KNED.
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485.
Looks like just a mound visit here for the Edison Eagles. Again, the JV is supposed to play. I don't know if it's going to end up happening. They were supposed to start their game at 6 o'clock. We started this game at 4:03, and we are running on 2 hours and 36 minutes. It's been a 12-9 game. It's been one of the weirdest games I've ever called in my life. One of the weirdest baseball games I've been involved with in my life. The Buffaloes have the tying run at the plate with runners at first and second and 1 down in the bottom of the 6th inning. Spencer Stinchcomb up at the plate. Was great on Saturday. Had an RBI single yesterday. First pitch to him. Be a fastball outside corner, strike 1. Stinchcomb has reached on an error, singled, and flown out to first base. Buffaloes have had Jordan Clark warm up, and now Gunnar Hodgel is warming up as well. Buffaloes have gotten their 10th hit. They're out hitting the Eagles 10-2, but trail by 3. The 0-1. And reaching for that one, but fouling it off and out of play is Stinchcomb, and he falls down to the count 0-2. We have the I Don't Drink Coffee podcast are tuning in as well, saying bottom of the 6th, it ain't over, and no, it is not. Buffaloes have been able to score these runs. We talk about runners in scoring position getting hits there. They need to continue to do that. That's how they're going to win this game. Little is not giving up a lot of walks. Hasn't given up any yet. As the runners take off, here's a ground ball up the middle. It'll be fielded by the shortstop. Throws over to first on a scoop. It gets away from the first baseman. One run's going to score. Shumway going around third. Might be a play at the plate. Here comes the throw into home. It's balked. And reaching third will be Spencer Stinchcomb. It's a one-run game. Buffaloes pull it back to 12-11. That was a bang-bang play at first base.
Now batting for the Buffaloes, number 3, Jackson Lauerman.
But not being able to dig it out on the low throw, that's going to go down as an E6. And 2 runs scoring on that E6. Brings up Jackson Lauerman, tying run 90 feet away. 12-11 the score. First pitch to Lauerman. Watches it miss down low below the knees, ball 1. That's the 5th error of the day on the Eagles. Tying run 90 feet away in the form of Spencer Stinchcomb, who hit that one up the middle with plenty of barrel. The 1-0. His sidearm up high, ball 2. Watkins is on deck. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Little delivers again with a 2-0. This one's going to be fouled straight back. Count moves to 2-1. To tie this game, the Buffs have a runner 90 feet away. It is the bottom of the 6th inning. The Eagles took a 4-run lead with a 7th spot in the 6th. Little deals the 2-1 pitch. Line drive left field. It's going to get into the outfield turf. Buffs come back and tie it. Jackson Lauerman delivers, and we're knotted up once again. 12-all here in Mike Deak Field.
To the plate for the Buffaloes, number 10.
Brings up Ethan Watkins. Buffaloes had a nightmare top of the 6th, and how do they respond? 4 runs on 4 hits. Watkins trying to keep it going. 1 for 2 today. Huge lead by Lauerman. He takes off. Pitches low. The throw down to second is not in time. Lauerman into scoring position with a steal of second. (12-12) the score.
Come on, McAlester.
Ethan Watkins with a chance to drive him in. If they can do that, the Eagles will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 7th. Little fires. Gets the bunt down. Watkins down third base line. Little fields it. Throws over to first. Not in time. Bunt single for Ethan Watkins. Moves Lauerman over from second to third. And there are runners at the corners for the Buffaloes with only 1 down. Go ahead run 90 feet away.
Now batting for the Buffaloes.
Brings up
number 9.
Number 9, Max Harmon.
Come
on, Max.
And he's batting for Jordan Clark because Clark had to come out of the game with Harmon coming in to pitch. Harmon had 2 at-bats last year. He singled in both of them. But this is the biggest at-bat of his varsity career. First pitch to Harmon. Shows bunt, pulls back. Called strike. Close to the knees. They're going to say it was at the knees for strike 1. Top of the order is up next. Count 0-1. Watkins thought about taking off. Bunt attempt. Going to pull back as the pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, Max. Hang in there, buddy. All right, come on.
This game has had just about everything. It has had walks, it's had errors, it's had hits.
Come on, Max.
It has been as long as can be. Watkins takes off for second. Great jump. The 1-1 is going to be in there for a strike, but that's probably a good call there by Harmon. Maybe not ripping away on that one, because now Watkins gets to take second base instead of the foul ball. Infield comes in on the infield turf, all 4 of them. 1-2 count on the way to Max Harmon, with runners at second and third in a tie 12-12 game. Pitch to Harmon. It's going to miss up high. Count goes to 2-2. Harmon again checking in for Clark, who was 0 for 2 today with a line out to left, walked with the bases loaded, and struck out swinging. Little has not walked anybody today. Harmon's going to have to swing the bat. 2-2. Fastball that missed the letters. Real close, though. Belmart wanted the strike call, doesn't get it. Count is full at 3-2. Still only 1 down. Wind's blowing so hard you can see the clouds move across the sky in real time. Here's the 3-2 to Harmon. And he swings and he fouls it back into the glove of Belmard for strike 3. The go-ahead runs are at second and third now for Caden Lesnow.
Number 2.
He was a fantastic player for the Buffaloes a day ago. Went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. On the mound, struck out 10 in 6 innings to beat the Eagles 13-2. Has a chance to give the Buffaloes the lead. He is 1 for 4 today with an RBI single. Little will step off the rubber. Buffaloes are a batter away from batting around. For whatever reason, the Eagles' defense is still kind of playing in, but there's 2 down. I don't know why they would be. And now they start to back on up.
Come on, McAlester. Let's go. Come on.
Awaiting the first pitch to Les now. And here it comes. High fly ball. If it lands, Buffaloes take the lead. Left field, Sloan waiting for it. Will make the catch, and that'll be out number 3. But the Buffaloes score 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th to tie it up. If McAlester wants to win this one, they're going to have to do it with a walk-off. We head to the top of the 7th, and what has been a wild roller coaster one here in MacTown. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
My wife makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Now batting for the Eagles, number 1, Eli Fuller.
We enter the 7th inning. Again, if the Buffaloes want to win this one, they're going to have to do it in a walk-off. Max Harmon in for his 2nd inning. He was one of the 2 pitchers that pitched in the bottom of the 6th. As the first pitch to the righty, Eli Fuller, is popped up to the right side. Caught by the first baseman. That is Gannon Mullins, and that's 1 pitch, 1 out. Good efficiency there for Max Harmon.
Next up for the Eagles, number 30, Connor
Brings up Connor Harrell. Harrell is over 2 with 2 walks. Again, what have kept the Eagles in this game is, you can say, a combination of their good eye, as the first pitch to Harrell is right down the middle for strike 1. Their good eye, and also McAlester just not being able to fill up the zone. They've had 2 hits. That's the reason why this is tied instead of McAlester having a lead right now. As the 0-1. It's going to be at the knee, strike 2. So Harmon pumped the zone right here, moves the count to 0-2. I need to see how many pitches McAlester has thrown today. I'm going to try to add them all up here in a little while. The 0-2 pitch is going to bounce. This one traveled about 45 feet. Count moves to 1-2. So McAlester has thrown, they're nearing 170 pitches. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball right field. Shumway looking for it, waiting underneath it, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Spencer Daly, who is 0 for 1, but this is his 5th plate appearance. He has struck out swinging, been hit by a pitch, walked, and he walked with the bases loaded in the last inning. 12-12 is our score. If you're just now joining us, it's the top of the 7th. 2 down, nobody on here for the Eagles. The windup from Harmon and the pitch. Fastball that misses up and inside, ball 1. Game is nearing 3 hours. For a 7-inning ball game, I don't think I've done that either. A lot of firsts for KNED radio, I think, here. Windup from Harmon and the 1-0 pitch. This one's way too high, ball 2. Eagles trying to score the go-ahead run to try to shut down the Buffaloes in the bottom half of the 7th. Buffs hoping to keep this game tied to possibly walk it off with the meat of their order coming up. Harmon, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Yeah, now the wind is more in gusts. It was a full-on just straight gust for like the first 5 innings, and now it'll slow down for quite a while, and then it'll pick back up and blow out to left field. 2-1 from Harmon. Ground ball left side. Trying to be snagged by the head coach, Dean Green. He now deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here for the Eagles. Again, 2 Buffaloes warming up in the bullpen. It's been Hodgel. Well, Hodgel's not warming up right now, but Clark is warming up, and Hodgel was in the previous inning. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Max Harmon sits him down with the strikeout. He is pumped up and ready to go. He looks at his ball club and says, let's go win a ball game. If the Buffaloes score in the bottom of the 7th, they'll sweep the Edison Eagles. We'll see if they can do that when we come up. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on, we can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink 1 and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot.
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at FentonNissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Welcome back to McAlester, Oklahoma. It is 12-12. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher for the Edison Eagles, and it's going to be Liam Belmard. And if you think that name sounds familiar, it's because he's been the catcher for the first, 12 innings of this series. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Jet Tire Service. They have been serving Pittsburgh County and beyond since 1962. They offer 18 major tire brands. And the Buffaloes are going to be looking to win this one, and if they're going to do it, they're going to have to walk it off. Austin, can you do me a favor? He's also running our camera today. There's a couple of batteries. Do you know where the field mic is located? Can you go replace those? I'll try to do both while you go run down there real fast.
I'll be right back.
Because we just lost our field mic. We've had it for all 3 hours, but we've done this game so long now, we have ran out of battery on our wireless mic. Up to the plate, Gunnar Hodgel. First pitch from Belmard. Pops it straight up the chute. Goes over towards the McAlester dugout and is going to get out of play. Count begins strike one on Gunnar Hodgel. Hodgel today is 3 for 4. He's had 2 doubles and 1 single. He nearly hit one out of the park, hitting off the top of the fence over in left center field. Buffalo's trying to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th to try to get another district sweep. The 0-1 pitch. A fastball outside corner, strike 2. So count quickly goes to 0-2 on Hodgel. Belmard gives the nod. Here's the windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's going to bounce. And I believe that the position changes we've had quite a bit. Looks like we have had Boston Little and Belmard. I think they trade places. I think Boston Little is now behind the plate as we've had Harrell go back to first base where he started this game. Fuller has moved to right field. And that's it for the position changes for the Eagles. At least that's who I believe is behind the plate right now. I couldn't really get a good look at the number. The 1-2. This one's going to be low and outside as well. Count moves to 2-2. And it looks like we just got our mic back. Thank you, Mr. Austin Sweetwheat. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Gunnar Hodgel. The windup and the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Bringing it up, Gannon Mullins, who is 2 for 4 with 2 two-run home runs. And the last one was an absolute no-doubter. It was Robbie Waldron that walked off the Edison Eagles in the last district game here at McAlester in 2019. If McAllister's going to win this one, who will be the hero? First pitch will be down low for ball 1. That happened in the bottom of the 8th inning, and it was a ground ball to right field that scored a run. Right now the count is 1-0. And 1 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. Next pitch to Mullins. Watch this one miss outside. Count now 2-0. I might be mistaken, but I think this is the first time Belmard has pitched in district play this year. Here comes the 2-0. Almost chased a low and outside pitch. Count moves to 3-0. Almost certainly Mullins is going to have to take sign on here. He shows bunt. Just trying to get into the head of Belmard. 3-0 pitch. And he will pull back, and that will be ball 4. The winning run on the base paths for the Buffs. Brings up Braden Phillips, who is 1 for 4 today.
Number 8, Braden Phillips.
Phillips hit an RBI single to pull the Buffs to 12-9 at the time in the last inning. Belmar comes set, not much of a lead at all by Mullins. First pitch is up and inside for ball one, as Phillips did a little bit of a Soto shuffle after that pitch up and inside. And baseball is all about mind games, too, trying to rattle the pitcher. Belmar comes set and deals. 1-0, ground ball, right side, base hit! Over to the right fielder. It'll be grabbed by Fuller, rounding second, Mullins taking off for third, and the winning run 90 feet away. Base hit by Braden Phillips. And Aiden Shumway has a chance to walk it off for the Buffs.
To the plate for the Buffaloes, number 21, Aiden Shumway.
Shumway is 1 for 2 today. He's reached on an error, walked twice, and singled. Mullins at third, Phillips at first. And they are going to intentionally walk Aiden Shumway. That's a bold move here. So now a hit by pitch or a walk will win it for the Buffs. Spencer Stinchcomb, 1 for 3 today. He's had a single today too. Comes into today the leader in RBIs and the junior with a chance to be the hero. 1 down, bases loaded. First pitch to Stinchcomb. Fastball low outside corner, strike 1. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Pop's Kettle Corn. Choose your flavor of kettle corn or try their freshly made pork rinds at Pop's Kettle Corn in Old Town. Are you on the edge of your seat? 1-0's the count. Belmar kicks and fires the pitch. Fouled back. Count moves to 0-2 on Spencer Stinchcomb. On deck is Jackson Lauerman. Count 0-2 on Stinchcomb. Chance to win it. And that infield defense in on the infield turf. Actually, Wills has come back into the game. Wills is at second base right now for the Eagles. 0-2. Up and outside, ball 1. So Wills re-enters to take the place of Harrell, who moved back over to first. That's another defensive change that we've had. My scorecard is completely full. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stinchcomb. Belmar fires. Line drive, left field. The Buffaloes will win it. Spencer Stinchcomb walks it off. The hero here on a Tuesday night. As McAlester comes all the way back from 12-8 to survive.
McAlester 13, Edison 12.
It wasn't pretty. But ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. A 13-12 walk-off base knock by the junior Spencer Stinchcomb. And you can break out the brooms. That's another district sweep for the McAlester Buffaloes. 13-12 the final. We'll talk about it all, and there is so much to talk about when we come back. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on KNED.
Beat the heat with American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning and Freeze and Flare, your local champs for cool perfection. Proud McAlester Buffalo supporters. Score with financing offers upon approved credit. See dealer for details. Call 918-217-8785 or visit freezeandflare.com to hit it out of the park. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Freeze and Flare, your home comfort, home run. License number 001-44485.
Here at Reagan Auto, we offer a variety of services for your vehicle needs. AC and heat repair, brakes, tires, front end repair, alignments, electrical repair, and everything in between. We are proud to offer a select line of engines and transmissions backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty. Give us a call at 918-715-3236 or stop by and speak to one of our advisors about how we can help. 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester. From the team at Reagan Auto, thanks for your business.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen
My
for
wife
you.
makes the best lasagna, even in that old kitchen of ours. She deserves the best kitchen money can buy, but all our cash was tied up. So we went to the Bank N.A. for a loan for our kitchen remodel, and the folks at the Bank N.A. came through for us and our family. Plus, the Bank N.A. is local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go into the Bank N.A. to get your loan for whatever your family wants or needs. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Tire and Auto says come meet our new owner, Dylan Hackler. We're a Michelin dealer and we're stocked up with Cooper, Toyo, Hankook, and Max's Buckshot Mutters and Farm and ATV tires. Tire light on? We can fill your tires with nitrogen. We do brakes, alignments, struts, and oil changes too. You'll appreciate our fast, friendly service. All work's guaranteed and estimates are free. OK Tire and Auto, 801 North 1st, McAlester. Call 918-423-2121. Good luck, Buffs. Have a great season.
Fitting Madness is here, so brush up on your free throws and come shoot for TTNL. You get 2 shots. Sink one and we pay for half of your TTNL.
Sink both and Fit Nissan pays for all of your TTNL.
Hurry up and shoot!
Nothing but net.
Don't forget to tell them Maddie sent ya.
Fit Nissan is your best deal dealer. Learn more at fitnissan.com.
Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub serves great breakfasts all day and juicy burgers too. Angel's Diner also serves brick oven pizza on Friday and Saturday nights from 5 p.m. to close. Angel's Steaks are certified Angus beef and the pub offers beer, wine, and mixed drinks. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner make it Angel's Diner, Steakhouse, and Pub. 1402 South George Knight Expressway, McAlester. Call 918-423-2633. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Like us on Facebook.
Hi, my name is Gail, and I invite you to T&W Tire, an Oklahoma-based company formed in 1987. In 2020, T&W Tire acquired the McAlester location, where Doug and I have worked for over 20 years, providing service to McAlester and the surrounding areas. Our trained technicians continue to provide quality service for brakes, suspension, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. We carry Goodyear, Michelin, and many other brands to fit your budget. Stop by T&W Tire, Highway 69 and Peaceable Road, McAlester. Call 918-426-6571. Go Buffs!
Spencer Stinchcomb, the hero here in McAlester, as the Buffaloes win 13-12. History just repeats itself. It's like a poem. It rhymes. As McAlester won the last district game against Edison that was held at McAlester, was 13-12 in walk-off fashion. Robbie Waldron was the hero. Today, 5 years later, it's Spencer Stinchcomb, 13-12 walk-off. McAlester stays undefeated in district play. They can wipe the sweat off their brows because it was not pretty. It was, in fact, dare I say, ugly. It was not a great game. It was the worst pitched game that I've seen from a McAlester pitching staff, truly, in my 7 years now. This is the 7th year I've called for McAlester baseball. I've seen teams, hit the ball off of mine. I've seen a lot of walks in games. I've never seen 20 free passes given up. That is something that I just truly haven't seen. 16 walks and 4 hit-by pitches that the Buffalo pitching staff gave up. If you would have looked at just the hit column and you saw 14 for McAlester and 2 for Edison, you thought this is another run rule win, but the Buffaloes just could not find the zone. And that was what was wild. It wasn't just one pitcher. It was everybody having kind of struggling when it comes to pitching. Even, I think Max Harmon even threw a couple of walks when he first came into the game before he figured it out and settled down and gave the Buffaloes a phenomenal top of the 7th to be able to win it in the bottom of the 7th. But everyone totaled up for just free passes. But credit to the Edison Eagles, they weren't swinging at the first pitch a lot. They forced McAllister's pitching staff to work, and it led to the Buffaloes getting deep into counts or just, again, giving up easy pitches to be able to lead to the walks or the hit-by pitches. And they hung around, and they were real close. Eagles were really, really close. It was a 12-8 advantage going into the bottom of the 6th. They put up a 7 spot in the top of the 6th. Now, after, again, that might have been the most nightmarish inning I've ever seen in my years of calling McAlester baseball, with just 2 hits for 7 runs and no errors by McAllister's defense. McAlester played a great game defensively again. No errors by McAlester on Monday or Tuesday against the Eagles, and they needed that. But for them to be able to, a lot of teams, they would just get down. I mean, you're already down 4 runs. You gave up the lead in a game where they didn't get their first hit until the 6th inning, and they only had 2 hits. They were both back-to-back. A lot of teams would get down, and they wouldn't find the will to be able to come back and win that game. Now, although they won it, and like I said, it was ugly, they, credit to them, battled back. They put up a 4 spot immediately after the top of the 6th inning. Haven't had a 4 spot all game long despite putting up runs, and they were able to do it in the bottom of the 6th. And then lights out performance by Max Harmon in the 7th inning led to hits to hits to hits. It led to I believe it was a Gannon Mullins walk, led to a Braden Phillips single, led to an intentional walk, and then Spencer Stinchcomb drove him home. And McAlester improves now to 4-2 on the year, and also to 4-0 in district play. And this is what I've said, even when it came to the Durant Lions games, and McAlester had plenty of chances with runners in scoring position to win it early, and they just couldn't strike early. If you just keep on winning, it doesn't really matter how much you win by or how you win. It's just nice to win. You're going to have conflicted feelings about this game. Obviously, you're excited because that's an exciting end to the game, but you also know that you didn't play well at all defensively. You know you didn't pitch well at all. You didn't feel confident, really, no matter who came onto the mound today for McAlester, just because it was how hits are contagious offensively, walks and hit by pitches were contagious on this pitching staff today. So it was good for the Buffaloes to be able to put it behind them and get the hits when it mattered. And like I said, gritty team to be able to find the way to still win this game, to piece together hits. A team that was batting 180 coming into the series, to be able to find a way to be able to get, 27 total hits in the last 2 days, and they needed every one of their 14 hits today to take home the win. So kudos to the McAlester Buffaloes, and they can finally take a breath, but again, they want to make sure that they have a lot to work on, which they do. They don't have another district game until 2 weeks from today against Tulsa Memorial. That'll be a doubleheader. But it doesn't matter who you play. If you keep on walking batters, you're going to end up losing games like that. So McAlester, they know they have things to work on, and they're going to do it over the next couple of weeks, getting some big-time games. They'll get to play Hugo hopefully on Friday, barring a possible rain out. I know there's supposed to be a lot of rain coming into the area on Thursday. And then, they go over to Arizona and take on some good teams over there. So they get to get a little bit of games underneath their belt to be able to work on filling the strike zone again. But, again, can't say it enough. Credit to a gritty come-from-behind win after what looked like it was about to be a nightmare ending to a game that the Buffaloes had locked up. So let's look at our post-game stats, brought to you by Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Hatco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, and Chakota Wholesale Feed Company in Chakota for your spring feeding program needs. By the way, this is also funny. First pitch time today, 4:03. The walk-off was sit at 7:03. It was an exactly 3-hour baseball game today in 7 innings for McAlester against Edison. The Buffaloes nearly throwing 200 pitches today between 4 pitchers. Let's go ahead and look at the Edison Eagles as they dropped to 1-6 on the year. Again, their one win was against the Class A Liberty 8-1, but they nearly had a couple of wins, one against Quita last week, and then almost won today against the Buffs. Sam Templin went 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He walked 3 times. Liam Belmard, he went 0 for 3 with an RBI. He walked and was hit by a pitch. Eli Fuller went 0 for 4 with an RBI hit by pitch. Connor Harrell went 0 for 3 with 2 walks, one of them being an RBI. Spencer Daly went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, a hit by pitch, and 2 walks, one of those being an RBI. Wills went 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and a fly out to right. Boston Little came in for him and grounded into a fielder's choice. So Little went 0 for 1. Jaden Sloan went 0 for 1 with 3 walks, including an RBI walk. Noah Baker went 0 for 2 with an RBI walk, a ground out to short, and a strikeout to end his day 0 for 2 with the ribby. And Brett Lanke, he went 1 for 1 with 4 RBIs on a single. He had an RBI walk, another walk, and then a 2 RBI single. That at the time kind of extended the lead for the Eagles after they ended up tying up the game. So there was only 2 hits by the Eagles today. There were 5 strikeouts combined between Fuller, Little, and Belmard. There were 7 free passes given up by the Eagles. I believe there were don't think there was. There was one hit by pitch, and it was to Ethan Watkins. The rest of them were walks. One of them was an intentional walk, and there were 5 Edison Eagle errors today. McAlester Buffaloes 1 through 9 looked like this as they improved to 4-2 on the year. Like I said, 4-0 in district play. Les Now went 1 for 5 with an RBI single. Gunnar Hodgel 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Gannon Mullins again lost in the shuffle. He hit 2 2-run home runs today to go 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Braden Phillips went 2 for 5 with an RBI single. Aiden Shumway went 1 for 2. He was walked twice, and then on top of that, an intentional walk. Spencer Stinchcomb went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs, including the most important hit of the game. A line drive up the middle to win it for the Buffs. Jackson Lauerman went 1 for 3 with an RBI, also walked. Ethan Watkins went 2 for 3 with a bunt single and a double. And Jordan Clark went 0 for 2 with an RBI walk. Max Harmon went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Max Harmon gets his first win as a member of the McAlester Buffalo varsity pitching staff. He ended up coming into relief. Game ended up becoming tied, and then he was able to hold on to the tie when the Buffaloes were able to make it a 12-12 game. So he ends up getting the win today on 14 hits for the McAlester Buffalo offense. The pitching staff, that's one tally didn't get up altogether. Looks like we ended up striking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 strikeouts today for the McAlester pitching staff. There were, again, 20 free passes given up. There were 16 walks and 4 hit by pitches, but no errors by the McAlester defense. So, again, got to work on filling the zone. They have 2 weeks to do it before the next game that matters in terms of where you're going to be going on in the playoffs. But, again, plenty of games to be able to work on that. But right now the most important thing is they're still undefeated in district play, still staying in the top half of 5A4. We'd like to thank our sponsors one final time: Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, the Bank & A, OK Tire and Auto, Fitton Nissan, Angels Diner, T&W Tire, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, and Reagan Auto. And also a big thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, as well as our camera operator, Austin Weed, on the camera this evening. And thank you, the listener, for spending your Tuesday night with us. And one final time from Mike Deak Field in McAlester, Oklahoma, it was the Buffaloes 13 and the Eagles 12 in walk-off fashion from Spencer Stinchcomb. Until Friday, when McAlester is scheduled to go to Hugo for a battle of the Buffs, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night. Night-night.